Gotta show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. Kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch? Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car cards, so you get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault. I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me, oh you matter what. Add it up. If it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Gotta show him I can still rap though.
Now I'm in the game, I was on the bench. First I was renting, now I'm collecting rent. Run it up. First it with the Beamer, now I want the Benz. Spending all the back like here I go again. Outside says the chirp, now the camera phone. Told you I'ma make, keep the channels on. Why you acting different when the camera's on? Why you acting different like your paper long? 8 day wake up and I thank God. Bad decision got you wishing you could say nah. My city gritty, you could get hit any day now. On my mama, I'ma move my family way out. With some 20s, 50s, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions, zillions. I'm talking Amazon money, talking so much money I could mess around and buy Amazon. I been winning, I'm like, why me? I heard these labels wanna buy me. I don't need you, boo, I style me. I roll G's and they grind me. Now I'm on my game, nothing is the same. Who am I to blame? Money made me change. Cardi in my ring when I'm switching lanes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Money in the carry on them Boeing planes. Now I got a buck for all those rainy days. Ain't have a day off in like 80 days. I got hustles in like 80 ways. kids if he won't take a lazy day. Wifey on me told me take a break. I keep going to the paper street. Then it's trips out to Montego Bay. If I take the job, bet I get it done. I said it before, I'm a 101. I just caught some ones, only wearing ones. Fornicate the funds, money made me calm. Diamonds on your neck, bet they on your neck. You want that watch, you better rock a tech. You want that chain, you better cop a vest. You want the check, but can you make it stretch? Took so many years, I'm just waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins. I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck, country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying Carhartt, car cards to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault. I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up. Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me, why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
This is Steve Downs, the voice of Master Chief, Spartan 117. And you're tuned in to Next Podcast. Now, wake me when you need me.
Oh my!
Don't judge me, man.
Yo, what is going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Next Podcast. That is right, we are live. And as you can hear, guys, we got that energy. We got that fire. Of course, you guys know State of Play basically wound down just a little while ago. We get to talk about that with you guys, as well as some angry fanboys over the Series S and more. We definitely have more for you guys. But shout out to the chat. Yo, shout out to my brother RG Viper in the chat. What is going on, bro? We have not seen you in a while. It is awesome to see you here hanging out with us. Definitely, talking about that State of Play. The games, Street Fighter, and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. But guys, we got to get into the introductions. And while I am introducing the panel, you guys can just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button for us. Share this out on social media, wherever you go to talk games. Put it out on Twitter. Tag J-Dub. J-Dub is having a hard night tonight because of that Street Fighter. Man, tag him. Let him know that next podcast can be a safe space for him,
His
man.
saving grace.
It's gonna be a safe space, man. Is what it is. But guys, let's get into the introductions, and we're gonna start off. We're gonna start off in the middle of the country because he is coming live from the 405, and he hung out with the Don. I actually got invited, and we were over on Don's Twitch channel for I guess a quick live reaction that I became a part of. But it is K Mega 405. What is up, bro?
Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass.
What's happening? Let's go.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Go. I was holding on to
I
it.
want my mommy now.
What's the problem? I mean,
What's the problem?
you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
A little bit of
man.
Fortnite, a little bit of Amber Heard.
Wow.
Amber Turd.
I said Amber.
I heard of her.
That's the
swear.
next season of Fortnite, man. That's gonna be the whole premise right there.
Oh my gosh, you guys are sad.
Freaking believable.
But this is a good time. K-Meg is in his bag because there's been listen, I do appreciate Dragonheart Yobi so much because he said, he was like, Mega was on this about the Street Fighter V thing. I cannot wait to get into all this stuff. And there's more information that's coming out for other things as well. Oh my goodness, boy! I want my flowers, so I need to get them. I need to get them. But yeah, let's go. I'm ready to have a good show, man.
I don't
Nice.
want flowers, man. I want a fucking parade. God damn it.
Yo, Mega,
Alright.
Mega, I hate to
Yes.
start this like really quick, but you do sound a little bit low. I don't know if you were away from the mic, but everybody else, because you know like how Dark chimed right into kind of snap back at you a little bit. He sounded fine, man. So I don't know if you got to adjust volume or whatnot. I have you on max volume on Discord, by the way.
Okay, all right. Do I sound better?
You sound better now. Definitely sound better
Okay.
now.
All right. I had to step away when I was talking when I did my little song. Let me just a little bit one more time. Let's see.
Fortnite Battle Pass. I just shit out my ass.
Let's go.
And on that
That's a
note,
good
I
one.
think it's proper to introduce this man next. He is coming from the West Coast, and he is gracing us with his presence tonight. He might be a little perturbed. He might be a little agitated, but he is always an angry otter. Dark Optimus, what is up, bro?
Bro, when am I not agitated? Every time I come on this podcast, I'm fucking agitated because some people say some dumbass motherfucking shit on fucking
You need
Twitter.
to get some so you can calm down, son.
I get plenty, okay? All right, I
Okay.
get plenty. But these motherfuckers need to calm the fuck down with their bullshit on fucking Twitter and everywhere. Period. Like YouTube, all of it. They need to calm the fuck down. They stupid with their stupid fucking comments
stupid.
about shit that half the time they don't even know what the fuck
Dude,
they're
you're about
talking
to
about.
get
But
really pissed off tonight. Then that's all I got to say.
dude, you already hear it already, so you know. So
It's
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
That is great. That is great. It is. See, that is awesome. It is a win-win. Not only do we have Dark here, but when Dark's here, we get to hear that soundbite as well. That is a Dark
Sure.
Optimus exclusive soundbite. So,
he better not use it for anybody else.
Exclusive.
God damn it.
you better. Well, guys, next on the list, this man. I think he was hanging out with a different crew today. I don't know if he's trying to jump ship or whatnot, but he was hanging out with an awesome panel, kind of talking games, what's going on with the state of play. You guys know him as the creator, dare I say, inventor of hashtag Crispy Truth. It is Crispy Bomb. What is up, brother?
Man, oh man, we are here, and Bot's acting like he had some kind of show planned or something. Like, no, you didn't. June 12th, I will be on this channel to react to the amazing Xbox show. Until then, I was, entertaining myself and enjoying the company of some logical PlayStation First gamers. By the way, love that. Love them, listening. And you know what? They throw some shade right back at me, and I'm fine with it. But they are respectful. They don't interrupt me through my points. kind of not like this podcast. I had to.
Sir, if I don't
That's because
interrupt
you say some wild ass
brother,
shit. That's
brother.
why-
If I
Well,
don't
you know what?
interrupt you, if I don't interrupt you, this
apparently-
turns into the Crispy Bomb show. Let's be real. Let's be
It's
real.
true. Because he's drinking. You know, he's getting a little
No,
sauce
no,
in
no,
him,
no.
and-
We're not going to talk about drinking. I mean, half the time you sound like you're slurring your damn words and you fucking 5 o'clock over there. What the fuck are you talking about? So you can get the hell out of here with that.
I
all right,
I
we're
drink
not
mega
talking
pints,
about.
all right?
All right, maybe
I drink
maybe,
mega
maybe
pints.
it's Mary Jane. That's fine. Okay, like the Spider-Man love you have. It's okay. Mary
Hey,
Jane.
Happy hour anywhere, right?
Other
Everywhere.
than that, glad Dark is here. Of course, we're going to talk about Dark real quick because he's angry. He's the angry otter, so he's here for some reason. I don't know why, but
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm glad
Love you too, Chris.
that we have some love from the PlayStation community from Dark Optimus as well. So
Yeah,
let's get
he's our
into it.
resident pony. He's got to be here for this, man. Like, and I didn't even put up the pony signal or anything like that. He just automatically knew he had to be here tonight, and I appreciate that.
And that's what we need.
You don't even need it, man. For me, I'm like Daredevil. I could just sense it.
He heard the hooves clicking in the sky, and he's like, "Man, I got."
I'm not like Batman. I don't need a fucking signal. I just show up whenever the fuck I want.
What is up, the elusive gamer, aka Jamie? Jamie, dude, you're what is it, Callisto Protocol, brother? I know you're hyped about that game. That game looked incredible. But check this out. Next on the list for introductions, this man has been in gaming from the very beginning. He is the one who designed the original Atari controllers with that one red button and that huge joystick. It is Sir X-Man. Sir X-Man, what is up, bro?
I use. Yeah, I use Old Spice, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Oh shit!
Nah, I got the paddles for my Atari. I like the paddles more. It was so much fun. Hello, let's go. I'm done.
Wow, but you designed the original controller and then you just threw them to the side and you're like, give me the paddles. Okay.
Dude, I was like 11.
That's older than I was. Anyway.
You weren't even born.
I wasn't even born when he fucking
I still
was
older.
11.
Technically, I'm not.
I was
wrong.
a wee little spum.
Nice. Well, guys.
Y'all so wrong.
I don't even think I was a thought in my daddy's mind.
No, you were.
It wasn't.
you were
It
like,
wasn't
oh
the
my
mind
goodness,
he was.
This happened.
It wasn't the mind he was thinking about, dude.
The
Boy,
thought
he
was
said
it'll
your-
never happen. That
He
was
said,
thought.
he said he was.
It'll never happen to me.
What Sir X-Man is trying to say to you, Dark, is that like you know what I'm saying your mama was over here thinking not of Sir X-Man's side name.
Oh wow!
You're gonna be all right, my son. You're gonna be all right.
What you're saying is I'm half black then.
Sir X-Man, you fucked up. But
You know, you know what? Hey, Kim Megan, you gotta admit though, no. He has
If
those
it was
moments
gonna
though.
be anybody,
He has
if it was
those
gonna
moments.
be anybody's mama,
it was
should
gonna
have
be
been
Sir
Dark's.
X-Man. Yeah.
Yeah, it was gonna be Sir X-Man. Mess it up. God.
I get them all.
All right, nice. Well, guys, we gotta get into the topics. Yo, shout out to Predator. Predator said he is gonna be here. He's gonna be a little late, and I'm not used to him actually not being here. Like, because when he says he's gonna be late, he's usually here on time anyway. But so Predator should be on his way. If you guys are here to see Pred, you can always tweet out at him like, where the hell are you? You
The
can do that.
OnlyFans are more important than you right now. That's what it was.
No, he hasn't done an OnlyFans in like a couple weeks. Daddy needs his sauce.
You're,
Man.
Damn.
you're fiending. Yo, Dark's fiending right now. Dude, from what I hear, there's a PlayStation fan. If you can track her down, you might be able to get some content that way. But it probably won't be the person you're talking to, though.
Oh, man.
It's man feet.
It's just man feet. Just all man feet. Yeah.
Welcome to.
Oh, man. All right. Well,
Oh, it's
guys,
gonna
let's
get
get
messy,
into
man.
something light real quick. I know everybody does want to talk about, the state of play, all that good stuff, but you guys know I'm a huge Sonic fan. And this show is on my channel. So I want to talk about what we've seen from Sonic Frontiers, the newest Sonic game, and it seems like they are definitely they're changing the style of the game. They're changing kind of like the format of the game. They're going uh basically like an open world experience where you can like run around anywhere you want to run to. When it comes to the environment, they went for a realistic looking environment while keeping the cartoony Sonic. Now, for people who follow this channel, you know I'm a huge Sonic fan. I played Sonic Forces, which was the one that the previous installment before this one comes out. And I gotta say, when it came to the gameplay, Sonic Forces was absolutely amazing. When it came to the gameplay, it fell short on the story and on the horrible voice acting that it had. But when it came to the gameplay, what a lot of people considered matters most, I felt like Sonic Forces gameplay was top notch Sonic gameplay. I'm a little skeptical about what's coming out with Frontiers. Yo, Mega, did you check out the gameplay for Sonic Frontiers?
Did you just call him Mega?
I said Mega.
Oh, I was like, shit.
Yeah, no, I don't do that, bro. I don't do that, okay?
I don't know about you sometimes.
I immediately regret having you on.
You are fake news.
All right, so
did you check it out, Mega?
Yeah, I did check it out. I checked it out last night. It looked really great. Very unusual. But the one thing that as a person who doesn't play a lot of Sonic games, what this did from like the environments didn't have a lot of NPCs, things like that. I think what the aim was just to see the environment, the world itself, and
so you think it wasn't like all put together?
No. I think that what that was just to kind of give you a glimpse of how big the world's going to be and some of the things that you can do within that world. And then they'll probably send another trailer that will have NPCs and things all around it, because it looked pretty bare, pretty barren when he was running around. But the one thing that I noticed that was pretty interesting, that it gave me that vibe of the Sonic that was the first Sonic game that was on the Dreamcast. When he
Sonic Adventure?
Yeah, Sonic Adventure. With when he was going up the it wasn't a mountain, but the crazy rings and then the
big giant ramp in the city and everything. Yeah.
No, it wasn't a city. It was out when he was in the in the forest area. So the forest area. So it was like or plains or whatever. But he was going up this big rock, and he had to get all the way to the top of it, and then he took the rails and all. I thought that looked really fun, interesting. I would do like crazy stuff like that. Just kind of certain games I take seriously and want to go through everything like a fine-tooth comb by trying to figure out more within the story. But a game like that, for me, I would just play around and just go to different obstacle courses. That's what the word I was trying to think of, and just jump around and just have some fun. That's what the game looked like to me. And if if the controls are tight, which they looked like they were fantastic, then I would be definitely interested in wanting to jump in and see after we see more of it. But the story aspect of it, I'm so far behind on the Sonic lore that I would just be more into just wanting to play the game and just having a nice sandbox to just jump around.
Even Sonic Team is behind on Sonic lore. Like it seems like every new Sonic now has a completely different story. Stuff that they've cemented in past Sonics like don't exist anymore. Stuff like that. So, dude, like don't even try to follow it. Just take it. I guess game by game when it comes down to it. But I think you made a interesting statement in terms of they're just trying to show the movement and such, because you're right. It was a very empty world in terms of like enemies and stuff like that. But I gotta say, I feel like, and shout out to the Elusive Gamer. I think he puts it like what I think about this. I think he puts it in the proper perspective. I think he picked the words out. He says it looks like those fan-made videos where they just kind of like plonk a Sonic model into a Unreal Engine 4 environment. To me, that's kind of what it feels like. I'm like, why I don't think they necessarily had to go realistic environment. And to me, it just kind of feels weird. And I think the open world, in my opinion, kind of takes away from the speed a little bit that you're kind of, that Sonic's kind of like known for and such. But that's just my quick opinions, man. I want to hear from the rest of the panel. Yo, Sir X-Man, are you there, bro?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Somebody else said hello too.
Yeah,
Hello.
here.
Oh, look at that! Predator is in the building, people. He has made it. What is up, Pred?
Hey, what's going on? I had to reset my headphones real quick. You guys can hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I don't know about anybody else.
I just
but
hopped
they
in,
don't
so
really
I don't know what we're talking about, so I'm here.
All right. Well, we're starting off light. I was kind of waiting for you to get in as well, but we're starting off light talking about the new Sonic Frontiers kind of like gameplay that was shown.
Okay.
Then we're getting into state of play and all that good stuff.
Okay. Can everybody
Ready?
hear me?
Yeah, you sound good, dude.
Okay,
Yes,
cool,
sir.
cool.
And,
All right, cool.
Sir
You
X-Man.
some OnlyFans status.
Oh no. Sir X-Man, before we get into it, I have a couple member notifications I need to get to, and one super chat, because the super chat does indeed work. Hold on, let's shout out to RG Viper, who's been a member here for 7 months. He says, I miss you guys. I had some personal stuff to take care of. I should be back in full bot mode in a few weeks, bro. I hope it has nothing to do with like robbing a bank. I hope you're not like out there in like Canada in the woods somewhere hiding out. As long as you're safe, as long as like you don't have any authorities looking for you, yo, shout out to you, bro. Dragonheart Yobi, who has been a member for half a year, says peace, love, life. K Mega still ain't got a check for co-creating this show. Tis K Mega deserve.
You get to check every day we talk.
Today. Hey, Mega, tell him what happened with Street Fighter 6. Oh no. Oh, so you want him to go back and say how he already claimed that it was going to be multiplayer? I see where you're going with that. Yo, we are going to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. Yo, shout out to Doggy Dog, who is in the chat. What is up, bro? It is good to see you. And of course, he is hitting up that super chat. He says, super chat works. Good evening, panel and chat. That is right, people. It does work. Try it. Give it a try. But on that note, Sir X-Man, Sonic Frontiers, man. What do you think about the gameplay? Did you check it out? What do you think about what you saw from that quick kind of like, I guess from what K-Meg is saying, it's more like a demonstration than anything.
I think it looks beautiful. I just think Sonic needs to be a little bit bigger, but I like the way it looks. You know, I mean, it's just.
I've heard people say Chunky Sonic, and he's just reiterating it like Chunky Sonic. Who's Chunky Sonic?
I think he needs to be just a little bit bigger for his environment. That's all. But I know they're probably trying to scale him for what the real world is supposed to be if you had a hedgehog character in it. I can understand that now. But the game looked good, dude. I'm not upset about it. You got to remember, this is just an open showing of what's it going to look like. They're doing the thing tomorrow to show you the enemies and the combat tomorrow on IGN.
Oh, they are?
IGN. Yes, they're doing it tomorrow. So, other than that, I can't wait for the game. I like it. And what I think they need to do is make a co-op with Tails or Knuckles and somebody else. That would be sick.
Yo, Sir X-Man, loving the co-op features when it comes to games, man. And I can see that. I do.
Remember Sonic 2 was co-op? And then Sonic 3, you can choose Knuckles or Tails. Yep. They need to bring that back.
Yo, shout out to Dragonheart Yobi hitting up that super chat. He says K-Mega called it years ago. That was a fact.
He wasn't the only one that knew that was going to happen, bros. Get off his jock.
Yo, I'm saying, you all on his nutsack.
Me and Yobi always go at it like, it's just the way we are.
Bro, what's going on here, yo?
I love Yobi, but we just do it, bro. That's how he is, man.
Wow.
I feel like I'm watching a cat fight.
Wow.
So you saw the Stray gameplay then is what you're saying, right?
Well, Meryl.
Well, let's see here. Crispy, Sonic Frontiers. I don't know if you have a history with Sonic. I think most of us have some type of history with Sonic, whether you like the games, whether you hated
Sega.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Dude, what do
definitely.
you think? What do you think about what you saw with Sonic Frontiers, bro?
I think they're trying to take the popularity of both movies and kind of try to make their own game, which is open world, which they really haven't done before, technically. Okay, they've done like the 3D to 2D elements through like multiple different like platforms and everything. Like they've done it on mobile. A lot of people don't realize that. But they've done it on mobile with like the 2D to 3D platforming type stuff that they were doing, but it was always Sonic. And now they're trying to take something and say, okay, we're trying to be like, get you to feel for the Sonic himself a little more, just like the movies do. And I mean, you could say what you want, but even the old school and the young kids, I mean, I've seen 7-year-olds lose their mind when they see the Sonic movie right now, like losing their mind. So I go and say, like, there's a fine line you need to ride. And I mean, you really just took Sonic and you put him basically as cartoony as we know him, but the world around it, I don't know. It's like they're trying to push you into believing that it could be real, but not. And I don't have a problem with it. Like it's a little weird. Like the last Sonic I really beat and like enjoyed was like Sonic 3D, way back on the Saturn. So.
Oh shit! I didn't play on the Saturn, man. Sonic 3D,
But
I gotta check that out.
But I've played Sonics over the years and it just felt like the same old thing. And I feel like they're trying to reinvent it. Not saying that's going to work, but it seems super interesting. And now that I didn't even know what Sir X just said, like, hey, they're going to have enemy, like enemy combat and stuff tomorrow. Like that's what I'm into. Like, because it felt too empty, and all of a sudden now they're going to have this. They're showing you here and there little bits. It's kind of like they're doing like Xbox type stuff now, which is interesting. But that's not saying they're getting acquired, nothing like that. I just feel like they're working more closely with Xbox than a lot of people realize, because Xbox used to do this stuff, and then we all gave them shit for it, including myself, by the way. And now I look back at like what, and we'll get into the state of play, but it's not a bad thing. It's just like, why did we all like trash inside Xbox and stuff like that so much? Like, it really, when it comes down to it, if you're an Xbox gamer, you should enjoy this, because this is giving you DLC. This is giving you possibly sometimes a little surprise here and there. I mean, this is not something we should hate. We should actually embrace this stuff, because they're trying to be transparent to us. And I feel like, once again, Xbox got screwed over because of that. So we look at that and we say, what they're showing right now is confidence. I mean, could it be delayed? I think by the end of it, you see enough gameplay and they get enough feedback where they say, well, this isn't going to work the way it is, then I think they would change their tune, or they're going to release it whenever they're going to release it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to it. It's got me more interested in Sonic than I have in 15 years, I'd say. So that's awesome.
Interesting, man. And I do like what Sir X-Man said about, possibly making Sonic bigger. I think that would kind of stabilize the contrast a little bit more. I do want to give a quick shout out, because I have not seen this name in the chat for so long. One of the most intelligent gamers that I personally know, Delilah HD, is in the chat. What is up, lady? That is right. 10 days to go. I cannot wait, man. I saw Jeff Grubb talking some stuff, some possibilities when it comes to the Xbox showcase. I think it's going to be interesting. But right now, Delilah, we are talking Sonic Frontiers, and then we are going into State of Play. So I might be the only one that feels like this game, it just feels off to me, though. I don't know. I'm probably one of the very few people on this panel that played Sonic Forces as well. So take that with a grain of salt. But Dark Optimus. Now, Optimus, I'm not sure about your Sonic history. I know I've brought up Sonic in the past, and my apologies, I can't remember the types of reactions you had. But did you check out the Sonic Frontiers kind of like gameplay, what they showed in terms of open world and kind of like movement and stuff like that?
Yeah, I stopped playing Sonic after the Dreamcast went away. So
Sonic Adventures was so good though. It
yeah,
was bad.
Sonic
It was
Adventures
bad,
was
but
really
it was
good.
good. Like,
I don't think it was bad. I thought it was really good.
oh, dude,
I
the
really liked
movement, the
that game.
camera angles, getting stuck in corners on rocks and stuff like
I
that. That was
mean,
bad. That was bad, bro.
I mean, I was a kid when that came out, so I didn't really notice it like you did probably, because I mean you're older than me. But
A little
yeah,
bit.
I thought it was good. I thought Frontiers, yeah, it looked like I don't really know how to like say it because it's not. It was just kind of like okay, like I didn't feel like I don't know. I know they're gonna show combat tomorrow from what Sir X-Man says, but I take that with a grain of salt because Sir X-Man's been wrong before in the past. Um,
Dude, it was announced by IGN that they're gonna show a
I'm
combat
just
tomorrow.
playing with you, bro. I'm just playing with you.
Pay attention to your news, man.
We spicy tonight, baby. We spicy tonight.
But I thought to myself, I liked the whole platforming stuff, which is cool. But yeah, I definitely wanted to see where the combat was gonna lie. Because I mean, Sonic's combat has always been very simplistic.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of wondering where they're gonna go with an open world aesthetic to Sonic. It's intriguing, but I did feel the same way you did, Bot, where I felt it felt kind of off a little bit. Like it didn't feel like it was gonna be. It felt like it was gonna be like your typical open world type of game. That I was all like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that for Sonic, to be honest.
Mhm.
Um, but
I think
we'll see.
Dark. I think it's really interesting what Crispy said in terms of like the success of the movies and them kind of
Mhm.
trying to kind of like replicate that success into the game, and that's why like it's a realistic background with the cartoony Sonic. I think that's interesting. What do you think about kind of like that idea?
Honestly, I don't even know why the second. To be honest, I thought the second movie was trash. To be honest,
Oh,
I thought it was garbage. I'm just being honest. Like I thought Knuckles was cool, and Jim Carrey as Eggman was excellent, but the movie itself was just like okay, like I just didn't I didn't get into it like I did with the first one. The first one was just really good, man. I thought the first one did a really good job at kind of introducing us to Sonic and well introducing people who have never played the games to Sonic, and when they came out with the second one, it was just kind of like it honestly, you know what it felt like? It felt like Jim Carrey was like phoning it in just to fucking because he knew it was gonna be his last movie, kind of thing. Like he was just like, "Oh, this is gonna be my last movie," so
oh, that was
um,
his last movie.
that's apparently what he's going for. He doesn't want to do any more movies. So I mean, but they said that they're gonna continue the Sonic franchise without him. So we'll see.
Oh damn,
I
that's
don't.
crazy.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
there's more than Egghead in the Sonic universe.
He said
right? There's
Egghead.
more than Eggman in
He said
the Sonic
Egghead.
universe. There's
Yeah,
there's
I
definitely
told you.
more
I'm gonna call him
characters.
Egghead from now on, Sir X-Man. I just want to
There's
let you
more
know that.
characters that they can go off of, but I personally thought the second one was just not as good as the first one, but that's just me. That's my opinion. I get if you
I
do like
like the
the second
second
one.
one.
I mean, I thought the beginning was funny. When he was like trying to make that fucking mushroom coffee and shit. I was like, that's
Yeah,
pretty funny.
yeah, I know, right? But
But
at least real quick, at least they stayed to the tradition. Tails is a kid.
yeah,
Tails
yeah, for
has
sure. I mean,
always
they
been a kid. I'm
definitely
glad they
they
did that.
definitely stayed to the source material as much as possible. Especially turning something into a movie. It's just I don't I see where they're going from with it. Where they're basically saying, hey, we got this movie now that's successful. We got these movies now that are successful. Hey, how about we put a game out there that's successful too? And
What a concept.
yeah, right, exactly. I mean, Sega should have been doing that for a while now. Just saying, like for not in terms of their other games, but for Sonic, really, because I mean, the Sonic games haven't really gravitated towards a lot of people as of late. Like Sonic Forces,
Honestly, dude, I gotta be
and
honest with you. Sonic has made a comeback starting with Sonic Generations. They started making quality Sonic games again with Sonic Generations. Now,
well, I know
again,
Mania was really good. I know a lot of people said Mania was
Dude, have
good.
you played Sonic Transforming Racing? That game is an awesome game.
that's
No,
Sega
I
All
know,
Star
I
Racing.
know. No, it's Transformer. The
Yeah,
vehicles
Sega
transform.
All Star
Sega
Racing
transform.
transformed.
Right. Well, you corrected me. I
Sonic's
had a
in
K
there,
Mega
but
moment.
it's a
Okay.
bunch of Sega characters, bro.
you say
And
you had a K Mega
fun.
moment if you're not country, dude.
In that country.
Oh man.
Well, I live in Memphis now. I think it's wearing off on me. But that was a great game, and it made them money. It did.
I
So
mean, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that the games aren't great, but I think they've had a lot of misses, as of
They've disappointed their fan base with a lot of
yeah.
things throughout the years, and
Yeah.
yeah, I can see where they kind of need a comeback with their fan base when it comes to this. But like I
hey,
said,
did you
like,
guys notice there might be RPG elements in the game too? By him
oh, don't,
collecting them things. I know I hate to say it too, but it could happen, dude.
dude, the
Yeah, there's
appeal of
gonna be like
Sonic,
skills and shit.
in my opinion, is pick it up and play, have
Yep.
fun, go fast. That's pretty much. It's
Trust
it's
me, I hope they're not doing that
it's
either,
not
bro.
too deep. You know what I'm saying? It's
In
just
order to go
fun.
really fast, you have to get XP in order to.
No, shut up, dude. Yo, I'm skipping you now. I'm skipping you now. That's it. Yo, Predator, Fred, Fred. Yo, don't say what Dark said. Okay, when it comes down to it. I do want to hear your opinions on Sonic. Let me just hit this super chat real quick because RG Viper X hit up that super chat and he said Sega should remake Sonic 1, 2, and 3 and Knuckles using Unreal Engine 5. It would take full advantage of RDNA 3 in the PS5 Pro Plus Premium.
Isn't Sonic 3 Knuckles though?
They did make a
Yes,
Sonic,
that's where they
but they did make
introduced
a
Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles though. They made a
That's
Sonic
where they
3
introduced.
and they made a Sonic
And then
and
they made a
Knuckles.
Sonic and Knuckles. Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's the one where you could choose from Tails or Knuckles and Sonic.
Well,
You had
Sonic
the
and
three
Knuckles, I
choices.
believe you can open the top of the Genesis cartridge and put the previous Sonics in, and you can put Sonic. You can put Knuckles in those games as well.
I know, right? Where'd that come from? I didn't know
that.
Because we had
He
that
is
at my house.
correct. He is
We
correct,
had
by
that
the
at my
way.
house.
I
Man.
have
It would
done
make
that.
a really tall cartridge. Yeah.
Yep. 3 high.
That's
Yep.
called attaching the Game Shark, dude.
Yeah, for real.
No,
Yeah.
it was a special cartridge. Yes,
Yeah,
it
it was.
was. Yeah, no, I
It was a
I'm
convertible.
right with there with you.
It was a
Why
convertible.
is Crispy so loud? Why is
I
Crispy
never.
so loud?
Because you're so low.
Ooh.
Low, kid,
Yo,
low,
Predator,
kid, low.
did you check out?
Subscribe to his OnlyFans.
Did you check out Sonic Frontiers, like the newer kind of like gameplay that they showed?
Yeah, I saw it. I think it was Dark that said it. It seemed like it was just empty, everything that Sir X-Men was saying, they're gonna show the enemies later. I guess that makes sense, but I wasn't impressed. When I saw, I was like, this looks boring as shit. Like you just run around, jumping here, and I'm not a huge Sonic fan, but Sonic was based off of speed. Like just running and doing shit. Like it seems like it's slowed down a little bit. Am I tripping? Like it seems like it's really slow now. Like I mean, I used to just hitting right and just fucking jumping. You know what I'm saying? And hitting these little turnstiles and doing my shit. And I know there's more to Sonic than that, but like, I'm not a Sonic fan anymore. I outgrew that franchise, man. So like, it's a no for me, dog. So I'm just not interested in it. I wasn't feeling what I saw either. I didn't gravitate to the footage I saw either.
Nice, I got you. And the thing about it, where you talked about like just going right, or even in the full 3D Sonic, like there's like a highway pathway, and the whole thing in Sonic was getting from one end to the other as fast as possible. Of course, getting the secrets and stuff like that, but kind of like remembering where you're going and where's the fastest route and stuff. And
Yeah.
in an open world, like you said, like I feel like the speed has been toned down. Like he got to the top of these rocks and he's just walking around on the edge, like looking down. And I'm like, dude, that's not what.
It's not Sonic.
Yeah. Dude, I'm glad somebody saw that. Somebody felt that way as well.
Oh, what cracked me up when he was climbing those little shiny things like what do you call it? What's his name again? Knuckles. I was like, Sonic don't climb nothing.
Oh yeah, like when he slowed
Right.
down on that path that was going straight
I
up.
was like, what the heck is that?
I don't know. Hopefully it's a good game, man. Like I'm always down for Sonic. I have a digital version of Sonic Mania, but I also have the limited edition with Sonic on the Genesis, kind of like statue and everything. Still never opened. It's sitting over here. It's still I won't open it. Like I'm just keeping it there like a true collector. I absolutely love Sonic, and I hope this is a good one. But guys, it is about time to get into it because a little show happened today. And I say little show, it was about a half hour. It was about a half hour, but it was PlayStation's State of Play. Now, before this went live, it was put out there that this was basically a third party and PlayStation VR type event. Now, VR 2, because that's what they're developing or getting ready to release. And I'll say personally, I thought the show had like it was good pacing. There was stuff that I was happy to see. I enjoyed the show. It was a little quick. I wanted more, but I'm a gamer and I want to see new games. I want to see new gameplay and stuff like that. So I'm always gonna want more. But we are getting into it now, and I want to hear the highs and the lows from the panel. I want to just hold nothing back because we'll get into like individual games and stuff like that. But let's start with what. I know he showed up late, but I'm gonna start with him now, man. We're gonna get his words out there first. So Pred,
You just go to me first.
did you check out the?
I didn't. I was at work, man. So like I actually was off work and I called back into work. So like I had to go back to the office.
Well,
so
dude,
I missed the entire show. I did look at like what was shown once I jumped in the podcast. Because I literally got home and logged in.
Well, I'm actually showing it. I'm showing it on the show as
well. There was, was it Tunic, Resident Evil? I don't know what was VR. What was it VR? Was it Resident Evil was VR or no?
Yeah, they're first off, Resident Evil 4 remake was announced. And they're developing PSVR.
Spider-Man on PC.
Well, they're developing PSVR 2 support for Resident Evil 4. The previous the Resident Evil that just came out, they're doing VR for that one as well. You're right. Spider-Man Remastered is going to PC this summer. Tunic is now officially going to be multi-plat, going to PlayStation as well. There were a bunch of things. I know there was like an anime fighting game that K Mega got pumped up about. You know what I'm gonna do?
Street Fighter was in there too, right?
I'm gonna hold you for last, man. Check out some more stuff and stuff like that, and then we're gonna dive into it, man. So I know Crispy saw it. Crispy!
What's up?
Brother, you are up. The mic is yours. The spotlight is in your side of the table, your side of the stage, man. What did you think? What were the highs and lows of the state of play today, bro?
The highs were nothing. The lows were nothing.
Really?
At the end of the day, I felt it was exactly what it was going to be. The only problem I have is they really touted PSVR 2, but yet they really didn't talk about it much, which is kind of like, they did that themselves. They announced it. So I don't know what they're doing with that at this point. I think they're rethinking the fact that they have a tethered wire to the console. Maybe they're starting to be like, oh, you know what? We might have to do this a little differently, because I'm sorry, man. I don't want any $500 console, attached to something that you move around in. I think that's
a $500 headset. So you got $1,000.
Possible. We don't know that yet. Okay, I'm being logical here. Like this is what they gave us. I thought they would at least kind of went into the VR2 a little more, because everybody says, oh, PlayStation, that's where you get VR, and all I see is people playing the Meta Quest or Oculus Quest, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know, they need to prove something in that realm, since they are clearly about it. They're showing games that are going to have a VR aspect at some point, but at the same time, I'm like, this is, they said third party. This is kind of what it was, and you could sit here and be mad about it. I challenge the people that are praising it that I have the receipts that say otherwise when it comes to Xbox, and an inside Xbox or something like that. A little DLC, a little this, a little that, a new indie game in there. I mean, Tunic. How long everybody been playing that on Xbox?
Dude, I'm
interesting.
I'm happy that's going to PlayStation.
Well, and that's fine. That's fine. But
that game's awesome.
But you got to understand, it's hard for me to have sympathy with someone that said the exact opposite when Xbox announced it. That's where I have the problem. That's where I go and say, if I really wanted to ruin, you would delete your Twitter, some of these people. Okay, if I brought out all the damn receipts after some stupidity you said. And it's like, dude, PlayStation's trying to do Nintendo Directs now. They're copying once again. Let people forget about that. They copy Xbox. They copy Nintendo now. Like that's what they're doing. State of Play is a Nintendo Direct. What does Nintendo Direct do? If they have a big IP coming out, they do a full on 20-minute gameplay. A lot of people forget that. If you've watched them, if you've actually paid attention, they have done this with many of their IPs. And I'm sure when God of War either is announced or even delayed, they are going to come out with that in a few months. So what is that to say that there's a problem with that? There's no problem with that. You have a big IP, you're going to show it off. Now, if Xbox does the exact opposite, we have no clue what they could announce. So that's fine as well. And you know what? They could announce nothing. You know what I mean? And I will be disappointed. I will be like, you know what? You delayed Starfield and Redfall. Why in God's name am I sitting here watching this show right now? Because you need to have something in the pipeline. You know what I'm saying? So that's where,
in the pipeline. It's just
they got 30 games in the pipeline. Well, I'm waiting for them, bot. Just like everybody else. I'm waiting to see them say something crazy, not just Forza, Forza Motorsport's coming out this winter. Oh, big fucking deal. We already knew that.
Don't you dare talk that black.
No.
Tell him, Crispy. It's niche.
Dude, Starfield is not Forza. Forza is a niche title in its own right. And then you go and say it's the simulator version. Not the Horizon. Horizon got clout because people that are not simulating racers will play that game. That's why when people were like, oh, Gran Turismo 7 is the greatest thing in the world. No, it's not, dude. Okay? It's not even just about all the shit they did after that was fucked up. It's about, how that game is portrayed, and it is a simulation racer. And that's how I feel about Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport is not going to make me feel good inside as a gamer when I don't like those type of games. And we need something else. And if you're going to take Starfield out of there, you better bet that if they don't come out with something out of nowhere, they're going to get that smoke from me, because I don't give a shit. All right? I will sit here. I will not play games. And shit, I might wait for a PlayStation 5 for all you know. Okay?
Dang.
But at the end of the day, I need something. You can't sit here and act like that's nothing. Redfall and Starfield out the question for this year. There's a problem there, and I need some kind of replacement, whether it be one game, Avowed, Hellblade 2. It could be freaking Gears Collection. You know, I'm going to be happy about it.
That might,
you know what I'm saying? Give me something.
That might come out this year. But you also have Bright Memory Infinite. You have Scorn. Unfortunately, Replace got delayed.
I mean, you got A Plague's Tale, Requiem. But those games aren't for me. I'm looking for something. Like, it could be an RPG, which I have plenty under. You know what I'm saying? It could be just a shooting game that, has different aspects. Oh my god!
Oh my
God! I can't overtalk it anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm going hard, but I can't. I just can't. You fucking mega. Fuck you, dude. I love you guys.
I love you too, man. But I mean, come on, bro. I mean, we all know what you want. That's what you want,
He's
bro.
popping off.
I mean, this was, man. You was oozing out liquid.
Shit.
We have officially gone off the rails, people. We have done it.
Let's put it this way. What K-Mega is trying to say is that regardless of his feelings about my words, he actually agrees with me deep down inside, including his gut.
I don't know about that. Maybe we gotta go to K-Mega next, so this way he can let people know if he feels the same way as Crispy does, man. Yo, Mega,
man.
Dude, how was that state of play? And are you in agreement with our brother Crispy over here?
That's
what?
Yo, Abacav's like, what did I just walk into?
Yo,
welcome to the next podcast, folks.
Welcome to the next podcast.
Y'all wanted the soundbar back. Y'all wanted the soundbar back, and I'm bringing it back with fury this time. So I've just been sitting here waiting. Hey, my friend said, "Stop being Amber." I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway.
Oh wow!
Oh
shit! But bro,
thank you for the defense.
but man, that was just liquid, just ooze coming out of his mouth, man. I just couldn't understand it. Like, man, just say you just want some shooters or something. But you didn't have to come out and start talking about, give me an RPG or something. Yeah, you ain't gonna play that shit. You know what you want. You want a shooter. So,
dude, I just posted Fallout 4 freaking shit the other day, dude. Come on, man. I play RPGs, bro. Get the fuck out of here. I beat Outer Worlds.
Check our Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Yo, K-Mega.
What you talking?
You don't do that.
What's the problem? Listen.
What?
I build a lot of shit. Like, dude, I still haven't beat the game because I build like every single place I go that I can build. I build it out completely, and I build like these giant structures. And then it's like, I go there, and then all of a sudden I finally get into the story.
List to see what they playing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
I didn't say all that. I mean, me and Mega played enough times.
King Thrash type of shit.
Oh, jeez. Oh, whoa.
He needs some milk.
All right, so let me just make this point right here.
Oh my god. That was classic.
If you can just imagine the stuff I got on this soundboard now, it is wow. Anyway, so to the show. I thought the show was really good. One thing about from the very beginning when they were showing Resident Evil 4, I've never beaten Resident Evil 4. So I think now is the time because I attempted to try it 3 different times. The first time that I tried to play it was on GameCube, and I hate that controller with a passion. So I was
that
out of
controller
there.
sucks so bad, dude.
God, I couldn't stand that controller. And so, I mean, it was my son's console, but I was just like, you know what? I want to try to. I'm going to get it for him. I know that's kind of crazy because he was like 9 or whatever, but I was like, it was really for me. But I got him, and then so I was trying to play it or whatever, and while he was at school, and then I was like, you know what? This is dope, but I can't stand this controller, man. I just can't. So I never gave it a full try. So I traded it in and got him something else. I forgot it was some kind of kid game or whatever.
That's why I got a Wave Bird, bro. For it.
What's that, man?
It's the wireless controller.
Oh, I thought he was saying something talking about he had like a roach clip or something. I was like, bro.
Oh no.
I was like,
no, the Wave Bird was
Whoa.
basically the GameCube controller, but wireless. That's really all it was. That controller was still shitty, anyways.
He's
So-
still shitty.
Yeah. No, it was just I could not get over that controller. So then I attempted to try to play it when they did a remake on the 360. They've done it like what? They've got how many iterations? Like about 7, 8 now. And so
They did it on the PS2 also.
Oh, I know. I didn't play it on the PS2 at all, but I did it on the. I played it on the 360. Did not like it because it didn't look like a true remake. It looked like it was the same exact port from the GameCube. So it just didn't. I didn't vibe with it. Just never went through it, and after that, I just never went back and played it. But I know that was the first entry into the major change after Code Veronica, which is still my favorite.
That's the best Resident Evil. Code
That's
Veronica.
me. That's my favorite Resident Evil. But yeah, no. Overall though, like I said, I thought the show was good. I mean, so I will definitely give this Resident Evil a chance. But the games for me, oh my goodness. Okay, Final Fantasy 16 looks absolutely incredible, especially with the summons that you can fight with the summons now. I'm looking at Shiva and Ifrin and my boy Odin. And I'm
Odin
like,
was my
yo,
dude in 7.
yo,
Yeah, Odin was ridiculous.
Beamon and all that, and I was just like, oh, this looks real slick. And so I was very, very hyped about that. But then there was another game too that caught my attention. It was a little anime game. Looked like it's not going to be a major AAA or anything like that. Internights, yes, that game. Yes. Sign me up. I'm getting that on PC because I know that's what PlayStation does now. Their games go to PC. So I mean, that's
a third-party game. It might be multi-plat. Did you check in and see if it's going to?
Oh
Xbox?
yeah,
I think it is multi-plat.
I didn't see it for Xbox, but I will check. And either way, I'm going to get that game. That game looked amazing. That's right up my alley. And then of course Street Fighter 6. Couldn't be more excited about that. At first, we were trying to whoa, what's happening here? Who's breathing in the mic?
That's probably
that is not me snoring this week.
I said Sir X or Dark.
Yo, bro, I'm on mute. Don't even try that shit.
Well, it's not me. I was on mute.
Is that where you
I
were?
don't know. Yeah, it was.
Hold on.
Well, then you're in the wind
See
tunnel.
if it goes away.
So it's the host.
Did it go
Yeah,
away?
but he'll say
This is considered
it's
a
my
dick
podcast.
move.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Yo,
You kinda
shut up.
said- you kinda said
That wasn't
that last week.
So no. So Iceman. Okay, so here we go. Right, like Iceman. I'll get to that part about the nightmares here in a second. But Street Fighter 6 looked awesome. We were kind of trying to make it out to be trying to figure out how we can make it out. Pretty much, basically, like, was this going to be like an open world story type of thing, and you have a created character, or is this kind of like what we've been seeing from because the Japanese games are bringing this back, where like if you played DBZ Fighters or if you played Jump Force, games like that where you have these big arenas where you can walk around and go into different events. And so when we came and we were looking at it or whatever, big shout out to Game Down Sites. He observed that, where I think it's one of those kind of those kind of places where all gamers can kind of walk around and go to different type of areas if they want to play multiplayer, if they want to do the story mode, things like that. But the one cool thing though that I don't know if people noticed was that character you was playing with was not a Street Fighter character. That was a Create character. They never showed the face of that character walking around, and of course he didn't have the same type of he didn't have the graphical detail. Thank you. I was trying to get that word, but I'm looking at this Stella right here. I want to crack this open immediately. And so it didn't have the detail, but which kind of gives me the indication that you could create your own character, which would be a first, and that would be amazing. But yeah, just the graphical look of it, it brings me, it kind of reminds me of Street Fighter 4 with Street Fighter 5 polish on top of just this kind of like with the different design from the outside being more kind of Street Fighter 2, if people can kind of imagine all that put together, but the models themselves look like a part, especially with the fighting style, look like a part of Street Fighter 4 on top of the character models of what they look like in Street Fighter 5. So I think that game is going, and this game is not going to come out until next year. So that game, if you thought that graphically it still didn't hold up, well, trust me, that game is going to look amazing, because Street Fighter 5 compared to what it looked like day one to now is absolutely stunning. So I am very, very all in on that. And then I don't play scary games anymore. I used to play scary games all the time.
Oh, I like scary games, man.
There's some certain scary games. I used to play them all the time.
It's like my heart can't take it no more.
Yeah, I got an older fat man, and so Condemn was my last one. So that was the last scary game that I played. I bought Resident Evil 7. I played it. I screamed like a bitch, and I never went back. You know what I'm saying? Because that was embarrassing. Because I was with my wife when I was playing it, and I was talking about going to stream it, whatever. But Don was like, he don't like scary games either, and so I said, hey, if somebody gift us that game, I promise you, I will play it. If it has any type of co-op, me and Don will play it together. I'm not paying no money for me to sit there and not to play the game all the way through. But if I got the incentive, if somebody hooked me up for it, I'm going to play that game and I'm going to beat it, no matter how terrified I'll be. But that game looked so dope. What was the name of that game at the last
Callisto
game?
Protocol.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the last.
That game.
So
that
good.
game right there
Looked good. Dude,
that's from the creators of Dead Space.
Dead Space, right. I knew that, but it kind of just still trips me out of seeing how these games have graphically, they're just looking better and better and better, and these are still in the Unreal 4 engine. So I'm really like tripping out about what games are going to be looking like on the Unreal 5 engine, but and beyond, what other engines that get maxed out, like the Snowdrop engine from Unity or whatever. I just can't wait, but. I mean, there was a really good Strays. I'm not interested in Strays.
Dude, did you see at the end of Strays, at the end, the little thing on the bottom that said, "This is not real gameplay" at the end?
Yeah, I did see that. I saw that you noticed that. It was kind of crazy. I guess it just wanted to show that graphically they've improved on it from what they showed last year. And that's fine. I mean, that's cool. I mean, if the game looks anywhere similar to that, then that's cool. You know how I feel about VR. Even though I thought that the VR games looked really cool, I thought that the Forbidden West VR looked good. I thought the one game from what was it, Sinners and
hold on, K-Mac, real quick. Yo, Iceman.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 will be on Xbox and PlayStation, and I believe PC as well.
All three. And it's only going to be on
full multi-plat, bro.
Yeah, it's full multi-plat, but it will not drop on Xbox One. It's kind of like King of the Fighters.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. You gotta trade in your old shit and get trade in your one.
Get the little man.
Or get a little man, or try to go for the Big Daddy. But either way,
Microsoft will say thank you very much for selling more S consoles.
Right, no doubt.
We're really not trying to do that. We're just like, hey, it's $300. Why the fuck not? You know what I'm saying?
Right, and look, I still haven't seen the gameplay yet, but maybe it'll come here a little bit later. But I did what I promised. I beat Spider-Man. I beat Miles Morales this week. Yesterday. I played
official
played a little bit.
Xbox Spider-Man skin.
Right. Oh yeah. Got the had to go around in the Xbox skin. But seeing that Spider-Man going to PC is amazing to me because as good as that game played and felt on the PlayStation 4, oh man, on my PC, that thing is going to act a fool, man. We talking about 120 frames, pushing 1440p. Wow, let's go. If I want to link it up to my television, hit 4K, you know what I'm saying, 100 frames, I'm living the life. But I just can't wait to play it on the Xbox controller to where that's my controller of choice. So it's just like with God of War. God of War just hit different when I was playing on the controller. I understand people talk about haptic triggers and man, shit, fuck that. I'm talking about playing on the Xbox controller, the GOAT. So everything is just responsive, feels good, and I can't wait to play Spider-Man with the Xbox controller. And that just is just letting you know because I thought Spider-Man. I knew eventually Spider-Man would drop, and that's going to be a huge game for PC. But what trips me out is that I didn't think that was going to be the first game. I thought we would have seen Uncharted first or something else, maybe Returnal or whatever. But what this gives
Uncharted is coming to PC.
I know, but I'm talking about. I thought that was going to be announced to give a date because they haven't given a date yet.
Yeah, that's coming. That's coming in the summer.
Did they give a date already?
Uncharted.
Okay, because I never seen a date. Okay, I knew it was coming this year.
That's
but
why
I didn't
we
know it was
have
like
our
a date.
resident pony here.
That's fine. Just call him Stan.
Man.
Just call him Stan.
I'm not even
No
a Stan,
respect.
though.
No, he's not really a Stan, so I guess so. That's perfect.
Zero respect.
But my last thing on it, but no, I think the show was good for what it was. I know it wasn't all for first party, and there was only a few games that were there that weren't multi-plat, or that was only going to PlayStation and PC. But yeah, I thought it was a show. It was too quick. I wanted more. Mm-hmm. But I'm in that mode right now. Like I want to have me a good 2-hour long show. I just want to see as much stuff as possible. I'm ready to absorb it. This is my favorite time of the year. So yeah, this is a good kickoff into it seems like what's going to be a really hot summer with seeing what kind of game content we're gonna get.
Nice, and I do want to say for the Sony extremists out there, they seem pretty salty right now because in their eyes, two negative things happened. They basically lost 2 exclusives from last generation. Now you might ask, what am I talking about? With Nixxis helping with the development of the Spider-Man remastered, and it's going to PC. Now, according to some extremists, when first party goes to PC, it's no longer exclusive. So that would be one right there.
Oh no!
And then the second one, shout out to my brother J-Dub out there on Twitter, who is having a bad night tonight because, man, he hit Twitter so hard. He's like, "We got Street Fighter 6, bitches!" And shout out to my brother Neff, who wanted to clarify the situation, make sure that Jay wasn't putting out false information. He let him know it's multi-plat. And he was like, no, it says PS4 and PS5. So Neff, being the gentleman that he is, shared the trailer that was released on YouTube and even zoomed in on the bottom where it said Series S and Series X also. So Jay, he's having a bad night. You might want to tweet out at J-Dub and see how he's feeling, man, because like he basically got murdered on social media today. And what
somebody just said in the chat? They said, why would anybody care about an old game that's 3-4 years old coming to PC? Well,
I said that earlier.
PC people care.
I know, and then on top of that, why are y'all still talking about the old God of War then? You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't understand.
Oh God, that game looks so great on PC, man. That game looks amazing on PC.
Listen.
One shall stand, one shall fall.
Xbox forever.
Let's go,
guys. While we're talking about this, real quick before I move on to the next person, I'm gonna make a prediction, or I'm just gonna throw something out there. Can you guys imagine Street Fighter 6 comes out and it's coming out for all these platforms? What if it comes out day and date to Game Pass? That's all I want to say. Day and date Game Pass. Think about it.
I don't see that. I honestly don't see that.
About it.
Hey man, I'm gonna be on my Johnny Depp.
A megapint. I poured myself a large glass of wine.
No, that's one I'll buy, dude. I wouldn't even do it in Game Pass.
Guys, we got to get the Angry Otter in on this, man. I really want to hear, Dark Optimus, our resident pony, man. This is your time to shine. This was a PlayStation show. How did they do, according to you, bro?
They did good. I mean, honestly, I wasn't really expecting a lot, and I got more than what I expected, to be honest. I wasn't expecting Resident Evil 4. Honestly, at these kind of shows, I don't want to expect anything, to be honest. Like, I don't really, I like to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like to predict what's going to happen. I don't really like to go in and be like, oh, well, the shows, I figured they're going to show some third party and probably some timed exclusives, and basically that's what they did. I think they even did I think they did like one or two exclusives that are exclusive to the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, but also going to PC. So, I mean, I guess games can't go to PC now or something. I don't know.
That's weird. Narratives, they have a tendency to change, though, bro.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But, honestly, I thought the show was really good. I mean, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. I didn't really care for VR stuff. I thought the Horizon one looked pretty cool. It looked pretty good. I mean, that would be, if I got a VR, that would probably be the one I would get. No Man's Sky, I was like, what the fuck? I don't even give a fuck about that. Like, that's like, I don't.
Come on, that looked cool, bro. That did look cool.
It looked cool, but I was like, I don't know. I didn't really like that game. So, and I know it's improved a lot since.
Yeah, it's completely different now than when you played it, brother.
Oh yeah, it's awesome now.
I know. But it's for me. It takes a while for me to go back to a game. If I like drop it like right away. I mean, eventually I'll probably go back to it. I mean, I'll get an itch to be like, oh, you know what? I kind of want to play No Man's Sky or something like that. It was cool to see that.
Get your ship off the planet.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
I did all that stuff.
All right.
I like the fact that they showed Tunic. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's coming to PlayStation. I was like, I don't know why people were dogging that. I don't want to see no motherfucker on Twitter being like, oh, Tunic's coming to PlayStation now. Hoorah! Like shit like that. I don't want to fucking see that shit because
Sergeant,
because you know why?
He said PlayStation just got the biggest Xbox exclusive 2022, Tunic. It's starting already, bro.
I'm telling you, man, these motherfuckers, this is what they do, man. They talk shit about these games, right? And then when it comes to their console, they're like, oh, yeah, they backpedal. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Like when I saw Tunic, I was like, sweet, I want to play that, but I got rid of my Series S at the time. And I was like, shit, maybe I should.
What are you doing?
Series
Economics or something, man? Why'd you get rid of your S?
I gave it to my nephew. I told you the story.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, well, if he's not here every week, I have a tendency to forget the shit he says.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool. I get it. You don't care about me. It's fine.
Damn.
Aww. You know I ain't true, Dark.
But I think Tunic was really good. I mean, I'll definitely get it. I'll probably buy it on PlayStation I know it's on Game Pass, but I'll just buy it. I don't really care. I think it's probably like only like $20 or something like that, some shit.
It's always been $20.
Yeah, so that's for a game, to be honest, like $20 is awesome, Stray I thought looked really good. I want to play that. To be honest, I don't know. It looks fun to me. I
It
thought.
looks weird, but then they said it's not gameplay at the end of it.
Yeah, I know they said it's not gameplay. So what's up with that?
It
That's
looked
weird.
like, didn't it? It looked like gameplay, right?
I think just that cutscene was not gameplay. Maybe I don't know.
Right, maybe.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
No.
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I just get in my hands and play it. I don't really give a crap.
That's what she said.
I thought Resident Evil remake. I was like, sweet, awesome Resident Evil 4 remake. Definitely want to play that when it comes out. Yeah, the really the only con for me was just that VR stuff. I was like, okay, like I get, like, I already played Resident Evil Village. Like, I don't want to play it again. Like, I know it's gonna be VR. People are gonna be like, "We don't want to play it again because now it's gonna be different because it's in VR." I'm like, "No, dude, I'm not fucking playing the game again just because it's in fucking VR. Like, get the fuck out of here."
You're not gonna
If
stick in
it's in
VR into the next
I want
year anyway.
If it's inherently the same game,
I want new games.
then
You
the
know,
jump scares and stuff. If you experience the game the first time, yeah, it's gonna be in VR, but you're gonna know when shit is jumping out at you.
right?
You're gonna know what's around the corner, so it kind of takes
Exactly.
away.
It does.
Okay.
It takes that away. So, if they would have came out with VR2 before they launched Resident Evil Village, I think I would probably gravitate towards them more. But I thought, what else? Callisto Protocol was really good. I mean, that looked really
crazy, dude.
awesome. That looked freaking fire.
Dude, you can
what
see
else?
the Dead Space DNA in that trailer, bro.
I mean, fighting games are niche, so I don't give a fuck about those.
You're ugly. You're disgusting.
Up
I'm
yours,
gonna kill
Dark.
you. Give me
Up
$200.
yours.
You're disgusting. I want to kill you. Give me $200.
No, I honestly, I thought Street Fighter 6 looked pretty good. Honestly, that game and Mortal Kombat are really the only ones I like actually playing. So I'm pretty excited for Street Fighter 6. I'm not good at fighting games, so I don't really care. What else was there? There was some more stuff. I think there was a couple
Final
of other
Fantasy.
indie
that
Final
roller-
Fantasy.
Final Fantasy 16. I'm
Yeah,
fucking.
I want that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Final Fantasy 16, but I want a release date. Well, I know it's coming summer 2023, but I want I want to know exactly when it's coming. I don't.
That
at
is
this
very
point.
ironic because I was told that Final Fantasy 16 was coming out this year. Another one of
Yeah,
those
no,
bangers coming out this year.
I figured that wasn't going to come out because of the fact that Forspoken's coming out from them. So, and they
That
don't
shit might get
like
delayed
Square.
too, yeah.
Square is not. The Square's one of those kind of companies that don't really like to put games out right after, back to back in a way. So it's yeah, I don't think they were gonna do that in the first place. I mean, it's Forspoken. If it gets delayed, then it fucking gets delayed, man. Who gives a fuck? What else was there? Was there anything else really? Like, I mean, I can't think of anything else really.
If you can't think of anything else, there was nothing there that really grabbed you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
If it's like that,
I mean,
then-
there were certain things that I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I think there was that other
The Walking Dead,
indie
the Walking
game.
Dead VR, but then you just not
That
really-
Walking Dead VR actually looked good. I think the reason why I didn't like the whole VR thing is because they showed two games that I was like, okay, we've already played these fucking games, And then, okay, great, they're coming to VR. Who gives a fuck, Like, I want to see new games coming to VR, not fucking old ass shit that I've already played, Like, I want to see new stuff,
Hey,
especially when it
real
comes
quick,
to something
guys,
that's
is
brand new like that.
Dark, is it just me, or other than the fighting game of Street Fighter, there were no multiplayer games announced for Sony?
Oh yeah, there was no multiplayer games
Don't get Christian
except for.
riled up right now.
I
I'm
think
just
that
being
I
real.
think that Roller Drome is a multiplayer game, but I'm not sure.
But does that look like a
Mega
game
said he
that
wants
you're
to play that,
really
yeah.
gonna play?
Yeah, I do. I want to play that.
I mean, that game looks like it would be cool. I mean, I'm not
looks cool,
really
yeah.
into that kind of game, but I mean, I'm sure there are going to be.
But I've seen games like that before, though. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I mean, look at they just came out with Ubisoft just came out with that game called Champion. I mean, it's not the
Dark, wrap it up. Shit,
same,
you're talking too much.
It wasn't me this time. Woo!
You, Pred. I mean, actually, you know what? Fuck you, Pred.
I knew that was
You're
coming.
getting my own fan, goddammit.
Yeah, you
Need
you've
my
been
own
starving
fan.
your biggest fan there, bro. Like, what's going on?
Mine's gonna be quick, if you don't mind.
What's going on? Well, real quick, I do want to shout out Dragonheart Yobi, who hit up that super chat one more time. Thank you so much for the support, brother. He says 007 HD remastered announced or shadow dropped on June 12th. Now, guys, I remember GoldenEye 007 as well, and I have a lot of
A game like
memories when
that,
it
they're
comes
not
to
going
that
to
game.
shadow
Why are
drop,
so
dude.
many people clamoring to get that game back as like a remaster or something like
4
that?
players,
Like,
split screen.
But that's the thing, like for a game like that, they're not gonna shadow drop that shit. They're gonna really, have a trailer and stuff like that. And they're gonna give a release date and show gameplay and shit like that. They're not gonna just shadow drop that kind of thing. It would honestly, the only thing that they would probably shadow drop is an indie that somebody that small amount of people probably even care about. So that's at least from experience, that's what we've been getting. We haven't gotten any real big AAA games that have shadow dropped.
I got you. I wouldn't consider a remaster or remake of GoldenEye. Like I don't think they would
Well,
put big
IOI
budget
is
on it.
IOI is doing the remake of it.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah.
might be a revision of it, taking it down with the
I'm
newer look.
happy for people who are hyped about it. I'm just like, yeah, like I have memories, and like when I go back and play games, they're never as good as the first time I played them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
True.
Are you nuts? Power Stones is awesome to play over and over again.
Sir X-Man,
Sorry.
you live in older games though, bro. You live
Dude, I
there.
own the games. I play
You know what
Power
I'm
Stones.
saying? You play, yeah, you play. You don't care if it was made in 87, 97, 2027. You play them all,
He
bro.
doesn't even care if it was made in 1850.
Look,
Wow.
you respect your father, Dark.
Yo, there seems to be a nickname for you, X-Man, in the chat. I don't know
I
if you
don't
saw
care.
it. Fahim, he's calling you Grandpa X-Man. That's that's what he's calling you. He said,
Oh,
yeah,
so
yeah.
he's Logan.
And yes, I do have a grandbaby, so thank you very much.
Aw.
Ladies and gentlemen from Memphis. Next
Hey, Megan,
podcast
you got some
selects.
serious problems, bro.
Next podcast selects Grandpa.
Grandpa
Sir
X-Man.
X-Man.
Oh,
X-Man.
whatever. My little grandbaby is sweet and beautiful, so shut up.
So
But
direct
mine's gonna be
opposite.
real quick.
It's funny because he thinks that we're attacking his grandbaby. We're not. We're attacking him.
Not you.
Dark, I don't know about
Dark,
you though,
he's
bro.
supposed to flex
I don't
his
know
hand
about
and
you,
defend
Dark.
him at the same time.
Sir Grandpa.
Dark, you're known to do anything, bro.
It's
Sir
true.
Grandpa.
Sir Grandpa. That's it right here. Okay.
Well,
Oh, I remember that section of Ninja Gaiden. I love that part right there.
Dude, yeah, this is Ninja Gaiden 2 Sigma.
Yeah,
It's in Game Pass right now. I
I
highly
know.
suggest
I own
people
them.
play those.
I own them anyway.
Definitely play those if you you never had access, you never bought them. You can play them in Game Pass right now, and they are a lot of fun. I absolutely love these.
And you got an
games.
achievement too. I just saw that.
Dude, I got a few achievements, man. I was kind of going ham on these dudes. But
Okay.
Grandpa
Mine's just gonna be
X-Man,
real quick.
or should I say
Real
Sir
quick.
Grandpa? Yo, what state of play, man? What was
Okay.
your thoughts, man? Highs, lows, what's going on?
Okay, I only saw a few things of it from YouTube and stuff. I didn't watch the whole thing. So yes, that Final Fantasy. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a PlayStation exclusive or PC also.
No, it's
But
time.
Yeah,
but
well,
that-
so was Final Fantasy 7.
Thank you. Tell them.
Final Fantasy VII is coming to Xbox. Get it right.
Yeah,
in
about 8 more
2030.
years. But
What?
about 8 more years came back.
It's gonna get announced. I'm telling you, it's gonna get announced.
I don't care about that game anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
will when,
But
you will when that game drops on Game Pass.
Nah, I won't.
I just want to say something I noticed about the Street Fighter. I like the way it looked. Trust me, I like the way it looked. I like the way it looked like it played. But I'm sorry, some of those particle effects look like they're trying to go with a little Killer Instinct particle effects.
So, 80
What
billion
you trying to
particles
say?
on
Serious,
the
that's what I was looking at.
Oh,
looked at
fucking
it like
Iceman, dude.
I looked at it 5 times.
What you trying to
And
say?
I was like, no, the game looks good. Don't get me wrong. But it looks like they threw some more particle effects in there more than a regular Street Fighter. And when I was looking at it, it reminded me of Killer Instinct. I'm serious. Hey, K-Mega, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you feel me on that one?
He's like, I gotta go back and check that shit out again.
I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. I can't wait for it to come out.
I mean, listen. Okay, so let me make this point. And I was the one thing that I hope that they did with, which I don't know. The one thing that I was saying that there was a straight connection with Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Ultra 4, or whatever, was the way that they had those like tracers behind, those painted tracers behind the character. Now that was in the intro of the game. You really didn't see them like that fully detailed on Street Fighter 4, but the technology's there to where you could do that. If they can put that all together, and there was a part at the very end of that of that trailer where Ryu was doing the old Street Fighter, Street Fighter Ultra 4 or whatever, Street Fighter 4 uppercut.
The move, yeah, I saw that.
And it had the red tracer popping up in the background, and then they shut it off. So if they can do all that pizzazz and lighting and all that, which I mean, that's what gets a lot of people excited about fighters too, especially for people in the casual market. You know, things that looks good, looks pretty, that draws attention. So I would, Sir X-Man, I hope you're right. I hope that wasn't just effects to just get people excited.
They didn't go full Killer Instinct, okay, Mega, but they stole some of it.
I won't say they stole. I mean, particle
they added a little bit more.
Of games.
They added a little bit more particle effects that were always in wasn't in most Street Fighters, so they improved it. And I'm not mad about it because the game looks good.
Well, no, it looks great.
I was surprised with how it looked. Actually, I thought it looked better than what I thought it would be. So.
Oh really? Oh no, it looked. I had no problem that it was going to look great. Now, Chipmunk in the chat, he's made another good point. There's another game that has really good particle effects, and that is Fighting Layer EX, or EX Layer. So
I've heard of that game.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked about it all the time. The lobbies are dead on both PlayStation and PC, but if more people buy it, preferably on well, I got them.
They should have brought it to Xbox.
Well, they said they didn't have the budget, but regardless, that game has a lot of particle effects. If you buy it on PC, Sir X-Man, you can definitely see it. It goes on sale quite a bit. So.
That Steam Summer Sale is coming. So, it's coming real soon, dude. You better have some money in the bank because it's gonna be ratchet.
Yeah. Okay, that was just my point on it.
All right.
So that was all I wanted to say about it. You know, the other stuff looked cool, but that's what I was thinking about Street Fighter. That's all.
I'm really surprised nobody has gone in on the Horizon kind of like VR, what they showed with that, because it was definitely an upgrade compared to their unveiling of it when they showed it. Well, I think it was last year.
You did see that it was just a different VR story. It's called Blood and something. It's not the real game.
No.
It's an expansion of VR.
I guess a VR experience, but I mean, it's supposedly it's its own game. I mean, we don't know how long it is, what type of content is in it, but I will say when it comes down to the visuals, they definitely did upgrade that. And it was something I was saying to K Mega and the Don when we were doing the live reaction. When it comes to these VR games, the trailers and the teasers really don't do these games justice at all, because you're wearing a headset and you're supposed to be like basically in that area, and you see that huge toaster oven walking over your head. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like it's supposed to, that whole scope and scale. You're never gonna get that from the trailers or the teasers. But I will say, they definitely upgraded. I don't want to say the animals or the wildlife because they're all robots. You know what I'm saying? They're all like microwaves, satellite dishes, stuff like that. But they upgraded the look of these things, and they put in a lot more detail. And I thought that was pretty cool.
I've never
Fred,
seen that game with animals in the water either, though. When you're in a boat, that was new to me for that game.
I
That was
like seeing when you were in the canoe, the freaking I guess
right.
it was like the robotic crocodile went underneath the canoe. Like
I know
that
that
looked
was
cool. I
cool.
can imagine seeing that in VR. That would look really cool. But Pred, did you get a chance to catch up on a lot of this stuff? I know we are long winded. We like to talk, so you should have been able to really get in on just about everything, right?
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with what most of y'all said here. Like, why that's was it skating? What the fuck game was that? That like
The roller derby looking game.
the roller
Yeah.
derby
Roller
game.
derby.
That actually looked pretty cool. Yeah, that game looked pretty cool. And then like I'm not into the VR shit yet. I ain't there. I mean, like but I will say I'm glad that they had announced that they were coming. Those games are coming to PS4 VR as well. Like I've been pissed as a consumer if I had to buy a brand new headset, and if you adopted into the PS VR original, and you had to get a new set to play these games that are coming out for PS5. That was one of my concerns too. But I am kind of disappointed they didn't really harp on the PS VR 2, like show it, price it. I'm sure that's going to come later, but like stop talking about it if you're not going to give us a price for it. Like, it's about that time. It's about that time. Like, let us know how much it's going to cost when it's going to be out. They already said it's coming out this year, but like stop slow playing it. But I know it's what they typically do with VR. They'll wait to the end and they'll give you the price if they show you a couple of things. But
They're not
what else
revealing
was
the
there?
price because it's gonna be the
Because
same
it's
price
going
as
to
the
be
PS5.
it's going to be expensive as fuck. And the thing is, like, for you to use that, you probably need a PS5. And what is that thing that people can't seem to find right now? So, I'm just saying, like, so those things will be sitting on shelves too. Like again, that's already a niche market, and then like you make it worse by, not having the console out there for people who want to get it and play those games, and they're not there. But I will say the games, they did look a lot from when you think about how VR has evolved. You look at the old VR games we were getting in the beginning, that little taxi game we had, polygons and shit. Like they're getting better, So I'm just not there yet when it comes to VR in general. Doesn't matter if it's on PC or Oculus or PlayStation 5. I'm just not there yet. What else? Street Fighter looked really good. I'm not a big into fighters, but like Street Fighter looked really good. I probably will pick that up day one if it comes out on Xbox. Because again, I can't find a PlayStation 5, but if it comes out on Xbox, PC,
It's coming on all three. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, like, is it coming? Now, or is it coming like
it's coming
6 months later? So,
Yo, my bad, real quick. The official Xbox Spider-Man skin is on the screen.
Speaking of Spider-Man, I can't. I don't see why anybody would go back to that original Spider-Man. Other than PC gamers who never played it, I get that they'll probably do it, but like, I wasn't a fan of that game either. So I mean, it would have been nice if they had included all of them. Like all the Spider-Mans, like the Miles Morales, the ones that just recently came out. They went all the way back to the first one, which lets me know they're just milking. They're milking the PC people. For games that are older, because they know those PC fan base guys will buy it. So like, you could have put all that shit in one package, or like I mean, at least it's a remastered. It isn't like the original. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, I mean, they're milking the PC guys, and the PC guys are gonna fucking fall for it because they didn't get to play the game, so they'll buy that motherfucker for like $70 on PC whatever it's going to cost, they're going to pay for it because they want it bad enough. But
Steam ain't gonna let them charge that much.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They're going to buy it though. It don't matter how much it is. They're going to buy it for $60, and because I think that's what it was when it came out on PS4 back then, anyway, or PS5. But they'll get it, and then Miles Morales will come out next year, and the next Spider-Man, whatever it's going to be like. But like they're just slow playing that shit, and they're doing good with it. It's a good marketing, I guess, in a sense. Like if they're going to put the games on PC, put it on PlayStation 5 first and let it ride out. But like I think with that game, I think K Mega said it too. Like, there's other games they could have put out there. Like, and I know Uncharted's coming, stuff like that. But like, why dig that far back? You could have put one of the more recent Spider-Man games out there instead of that one. Like, we're kind of past that time. So like, that just makes it seem like it's a cash grab to me.
I mean, well, technically, the remastered came out when Miles Morales came out. To be really honest with you.
Yeah, but like the original Spider-Man came out on the PS4. And it's basically, I mean, if they were going to do that,
Miles is going to be coming out this year too. They both are going to come out this year. That just Miles is coming out a little bit later.
Yeah, like I said, they're going to slow play it. So, like they could have, like, I'm thinking of all the other PC games that come out from PlayStation. Why wasn't Spider-Man one of the earlier ones? And even that with Uncharted coming, like, I mean, like they're going back in time and pulling out games that everyone's already played. So. It would have been nice to get some of the more of the places. I mean, they said Returnal's coming, so that's
Fred,
good. But
with you saying that, like, it's only a matter of time before they run out of what you're calling the older games to put onto PC.
And they're gonna have to put other shit on there. Yeah,
and they're gonna start. And that's one of the reasons why I'm saying like they're eventually gonna go day and date because they're using up all their assets to go to PC pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're still missing Ratchet. We're still missing, I think, Returnal's coming. What else are we missing from the last, like, the early part of this generation to the end of last generation? Besides Spider-Man.
The Last of Us.
Last of Us 2. Yeah, the Last of Us series is going to come eventually.
Tsushima.
That's already been slated to come. I thought we saw that already. Like, we heard rumors of that already.
We heard rumors about it, but I mean, that hasn't been out yet.
Do not be surprised if they put Gran Turismo on PC.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because that didn't do very well. Like, I think like these games they haven't done well that weren't on PC before are probably gonna come. Like Returnal. But I didn't. Again, I listened to the show. I didn't see it until I got on the show with you guys. So I was at work. But like 30 minutes, they did put a lot of stuff out there. They kind of informed everybody of what they got going on. But that's what these state of plays are for. And I like the pacing of their shows sometimes. This one seemed like it was a little like fast paced and quick. Typically those state of plays, like, I will say this about some of their state of plays when they actually focus on just one game, they're really, really good. Like they put all the effort into showing that one game, and yeah, they when they do their state of plays on, they focus on just one game for that state of play. They do a really good job with that. Like they focus on the gameplay. They do a little bit of stuff with the developers and talk about and they let the game show itself. They don't talk too much over it after that. They let the game do its thing and they go on. So I will say they do a really good job at that. This one seemed like they were just kind of cramming a bunch of shit in there, and they really didn't. I don't really think they said a lot. From what I listened to, and what I saw, the quick time I saw it, like they didn't really. It's like they just wanted to put something out because it's a Dead Space time right now. But speaking of Dead Space, that one game, I forgot what y'all call what it's called. That motherfucker looked good. I will give them that game looked really good. I hope it's multi-plat.
It is. No, it is. It is.
Okay, yeah. So that game looked really good. I was like, ooh. That was the highlight.
They showed that in Xbox's kind of like E3 show last year.
Did they
showcase? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or they teased
it was a black dude in a cell in space, and that's what was the game. If you remember that.
Yo, when that monster ate that dude's face, I was like, "What?"
That was like I wish that had happened to me.
Kind of peeled off. Oh.
That game looked really good, and that one stood out. I think that was the biggest one for me. That's the one that stood out the most to me. And again, that roller derby game, whatever it's called, that one actually looked kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But to more gameplay of that, just because it's like one of those games. That's like a game you would see on Game Pass that you'd be like, I'm gonna try this out, and it's been a cult hit. You know?
Yeah,
So,
it's definitely a Game Pass game or like a PlayStation Plus type of game.
Maybe it'll go into Game Pass. I believe that might be
Never know.
multi-plat as well. Like I said, this was a third party kind of like show. So.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, man, I got nothing. I know you kind of came to me first, so I don't want to drag this out anymore. I know we got other topics, so we can get into that.
we got to get into the whole Series S thing. Yo, shout out to one of the moderators who is in here now. It is Other Zinc. He said State of Play was garbage, bro. You're not looking at the diamond in the rough when it came to that show. That show let everybody know that Street Fighter 6 is now fully multi-plat. Think about that, bro. It let everybody know, all the people out there that were saying we have Street Fighter as an exclusive game. Yeah, you don't anymore.
Super messy.
Yo, I'm just saying, like, he says it's garbage, but there's
it's because he's a full on bot, dude. That's why. I'm just saying he is. He's biased with Xbox. I mean, there's no offense about it. Yeah, come on,
bro.
Coming from the dude that sold the Series S.
I mean, I like watching all these shows because they show. I know most of this shit isn't fucking exclusive to PlayStation. You know, so I mean that's why I like watching the show, because then I can see, oh, okay, so it's going to both. They even said that this was a third party kind of thing. Anyways, so if you thought it was garbage, then I don't know what show you saw, because I thought I was really looking at the games. I really wasn't looking at it because it was fucking PlayStation.
Yeah, and dude, and that's what I was saying before the show. I was like, I get excited for these shows anyway. I'm a gamer.
Right,
I like seeing new games, like what kind of creative things are going on. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And, you know, they had some announcements in here that definitely cater to...
There were no exclusives, dude.
The Xbox gamer. Well, they had Horizon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they had VR stuff, but I think that was the only one, really. Because that Saints and Sinners 2 is probably going to come to Oculus and go to the other VR headsets.
My son's got the HTC Vive. That's the only VR we have in this house. But guys, let's talk about hate. Guys, let's talk about anger, because there are some angry people out there right now, and it has nothing to do with State of Play. What it has to do with is a little thing called VG charts. Now,
I thought you were going to talk about me and Dark can't stand each other. I'm sorry.
Oh, damn. There's going to be like a little like holds barred brawl between Crispy, Sir X-Man, and Dark Optimus, and I'm going to stream that live.
I think Crispy would kick his ass.
Oh. For what? For what? Wait, what?
What? Nothing. Never mind.
Sorry, I was distracted by okay. I was distracted by the stupid comment that others. Because it's like, dude, you I understand that, like, you think that I'm gonna say that I'm going to say that Xbox, just because they don't show any exclusives at their show, I'm gonna be pissed about that. Hell no, I'm gonna be excited for all the games that are coming for that. I'm not like these other fucking ponies on fucking Twitter, dude. So I'm not like
that anymore. You're a multi.
He's a whole different breed of pony, man.
Guys, I'm a logical pony. Right that's what I should say. Yeah, exactly.
But
you guys have.
Part, but okay.
I'll let you I think I'm more logical than most of those fucking ponies, dude. I'm just saying.
I think Dark Optimus is fishing for a compliment right now, guys. Panel, give him compliments.
He's a good pony.
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Dark knows how to stay in his lane.
He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones.
Oh, hi. Thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
It's true. It's true. K-Mega hit it on the spot, man.
You're
I'm
ugly.
still
You're
a piece of garbage.
disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
Give me $200.
Absolutely.
Yo, Mega, that might be one of my favorite new ones right there. I absolutely
That's a
love
good
that
one.
one. For
That
the
is a
ending.
good one.
That is fucked up.
And I like the pew pew pew.
Oh yeah, I think the pews is yeah, people gonna demand the pew. Yeah. So
But
I still ain't got my bullets.
Guys,
hey,
check this out.
For the new stuff that you've heard, I just want to say this way. For the new stuff that you've heard so far, please let us know in the chat which one was your favorite.
I want my bullets back.
I got your bullets. I just shot a bullet.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
No,
Boom, 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 boom,
it's
boom. I
pew,
love
pew.
that.
It's now pew pew.
No, he know which ones I'm talking about. The gunshots.
Cool, man. What is up, bro?
I ain't seen you pull the gunshots in over a month and a half.
All
2
right,
months.
but guys, check this out. we got to talk about this because people are angry, and they're angry because the Xbox, according to VG charts, now whether you think they're credible or not, people have used them, throughout last gen into this gen or whatnot. So, according to VG charts, Xbox not only sold more Xboxes in the United States, but they actually sold more Xboxes globally in comparison to PlayStation 5. And there's some angry people about this. Now, of course, they're talking about chip shortages.
It's over now. You treated me so bad.
The argument quickly swung to the Xbox Series S. Now shout out to my brother Mooch who put out a tweet. He put out a tweet that a lot of people kind of agreed with, and it's got a pretty decent kind of like thread of people's opinions and such. And now Mooch put out there that the Series S should actually not be counted when it comes to this current generation in terms of sales. And the reason why is basically because it has there's a series of different components in it. It kind of evades the chip shortage, and when it comes to performance, I know there's quite a few Sony extremists out there who state that the Series S runs games at 540p, which isn't next gen. Therefore, it shouldn't be counted in sales. Crispy.
Huh?
Crispy.
Stop the count, Spot. Stop the count, please.
Crispy.
Okay, I get a 20-minute break. Go, Crispy.
Crispy, what's going on here, man? What do you think? What do you think's going on here? First off, when it comes to VG charts, whether they're credible or not, people use them. So I want to know what you think about VG charts in terms of these, and what do you think about the anger, the hostility going to the little man, the little powerhouse that is the Series S? Should they count that? I can't even say with a straight face. Dude, what do you think, man? I can't.
Oh, is it so bad that Xbox actually thought of giving somebody an affordable console?
I know, right?
Is that so bad? Does that hurt your feels inside? Does it make you have to go and say, Dr. Phil, can you help me now? I have problems and I can't deal with them because Xbox is actually winning console sales? What is this? What is this? And trust me, neither of them are ever winning against Nintendo. I'm just saying that. Right off rip. I've said this before.
The
like
Switch is killing
Nintendo just absolutely smashes everybody. Literally, they're sitting there like, "Hey, I'm still here. I'm above you. Have a good day." So you look at that and you say, "Oh, okay. Let's just act like Series S isn't logically a next gen console." Well, then you go and say hardware. Well, you know what? I think a disk drive is hardware, correct? Is it not?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's be hypothetical. Let's enlighten these people. Let's say, okay, PlayStation 5 digital can only be compared to the Series S. Because despite what people think, RDNA 2 is in the Series S, by the way, just to let you know. So you compare those two because they don't have a disk drive, because disk drive is a hardware. And then you go and say, okay, PS5, with the disk drive, guess what? It's only compared to the Series X. Well, guess what? That Series X is absolutely trashing PS5 lately. And you can go and tell me otherwise, but then we'll go 2 months down the road when they optimize a certain game because they feel like it, and then all of a sudden that game is playing way better. Not only that, I play many games, despite what people think, locked 60, locked 4K. All 4K, true 4K, people. And I've been playing that. I actually been playing that on the One X on Gears, bro. So y'all need to chill and understand that, like, 480p, that's like, man, that's like Sega. Like Sega Genesis, maybe like beginning of Saturn. That's the last time we really saw that. If your TV is not capable, well, I get it. If you got a giant, big old hump in the back of your TV, well, you need to upgrade, my friend. But for 480p, that's, dude, go put that on YouTube and tell me that that's true, because it's not. It's a load of bullshit, and I'm confused. Like, let's just move the goalposts some more. Why don't we? Like,
Crispy,
I can't believe that Xbox. I can't believe that Xbox in general is beating them in sales. I can't believe that so much that we're going to take a next-gen launch console just like the Series X was and go and say that's not worthy. Yeah, your digital version is worthy. Oh, it's better resolution. Well, guess what? You could go and play on like freaking 10-year-old PC games. Do they count that, or they just count it all as PC sales? Come on, guys. Just stop. All right, you're making up narratives now, and you're trying to make yourself sound right. You don't sound right. You actually sound dumb as hell, and you need to get a life, okay? So stop, console warring and start thinking about, hey, Xbox is competing now. That's the way I look at it. I say, oh, wow, they're actually competing. And everybody said, everybody's ever going to talk about is subscriptions and this and that. Well, that's not the case anymore. And this isn't us. This just came out. Xbox guys are like, oh, shit, really? We didn't have any exclusives come out. That's the worst thing we say. Like, what the hell is the exclusives?
Yo, Crispy, isn't that the craziest thing when it comes down to it? Like, everybody says, well, these extremists, they talk about these AAA bangers is what sells consoles. These are the only thing above anything else, above price, above performance. They're like it's all about the games. It's all about the first party games. It's all about the big exclusive games. And then you look at what's going on with Xbox now. This year has been absolutely unfortunate. We have the whole war with the Ukraine that has delayed Stalker 2, possibly delaying Atomic Heart as well. We have Replaced that's being delayed, and of course we know Starfield and Redfall. All those delays happened within 1 year for Xbox. Games that was going to cater to the Xbox consumer, which is unfortunate. But the consoles are still moving, bro.
They're moving somehow, but I don't even, it's an anomaly at this point. The only thing, and I keep bringing this up, is that, Xbox has been day and date, and I feel like there were people waiting and seeing whether PlayStation was going to do the same thing. I mean, you're going to charge people for your premium subscription $18, you know what I'm saying, which is $2 more, $3 more, whatever you want to think about it. More than Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And guess what? You get day and date exclusives. You get what? I mean, realistically, what's comparable to that? Nothing. So I think the consumer themselves said, well, I have the PS4. I can't really, it's too hard to try to get a PS5, but I got this Series S sitting here, and they're giving me their games day and date in your subscription service, which really what I'm looking for, because I've been subscribed to Netflix and freaking Amazon Prime and all these different things over my lifespan, and I've been like, you know what, this is, I might hate it for a second, and all of a sudden they bring something like Stranger Things, like Netflix about to unsubscribe, bam, Stranger Things right there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one of those things, and IPs do matter, and that's what I'm saying. But I feel like the consumer at this point is just being too smart about it. It's just like, dude, I don't want to spend $70 every time, you come out with a great game. I want to just pay a subscription, and I'm cool with that. If they charge $21, I think nobody would have had a problem with it. Because we know that, Microsoft has a bigger bank, Okay, we know that. They're the top three, in between whatever three you are, companies in the entire world. Okay, they have the bank. All right, they could do what they want. You know what I'm saying? So like we will gladly take from them when they give it to us, but they keep giving. And that's the craziest part. And it's like Sony's just like, oh, $18. You get old games. I thought we were past this narrative, people. Like you guys are touting old games when you were talking shit to us about wanting to play old games. It's ridiculous. Okay. I have so many receipts, like literally I could ruin people right now if I wanted to, but I won't do that. I ask you, please be logical, be a gamer first. Fuck the plastic box. That ain't doing nothing for you. We're talking about games, people. Okay, games. We're not talking about your precious plastic box you shall worship. And people making fake accounts and all this other shit, like it has become so crazy now
Dudes
that I'm
getting
just
their wives to make fake
I
accounts.
do like the wife was in with it. The wife was in with it too. Like, yo, I don't even know, bro.
Makes
And you
no
know
sense,
what?
man.
I blocked that person a long time ago, but because I thought they were fake to begin with, but then they turn around and have all this other shit involved, and I'm like, this is too much. Like, I get like people like to play Twitter, but holy shit, you are playing Twitter. Like, you are absolutely like, I am a fangirl, and you're not even a fangirl. You're not even a fan, really. That's the way I look at it. You have alienated yourself.
They're a fan of
It's
money.
ridiculous.
They got bored
we
during
get
COVID.
that,
That's what
but-
it was, man. They just got bored during COVID. That's what it was.
Apparently, there's got to be something. There's some kind of logical explanation. Please give us a logical explanation because
This
I
went
just
left
don't
real
see it.
fast.
It did.
This is just it's mind blowing. Like, deal with it. The series consoles right now are beating you. You have shown nothing in your state of play, by the way, that's going to change that. But I mean, let's be honest. I mean, June 12th, everything can really shift, and people are going to be fed up with the way Sony's treating them, and they've been on this downfall of anti-consumerism, and that's the problem. It's not about what Xbox. They delayed a game. Like, we've seen Sony delay games forever. Like, we give them the benefit of the doubt, just like I give Xbox. At the same time, like I said at the beginning of the show, I expect some kind of replacement. Okay, Forza is not good enough. All right, not for me. All right, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of other people. Bot, I'm not speaking for Bot. I'm not speaking for Mega.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man,
saying?
I love fucking Forza.
Yeah, Sir X-Man is the same.
Don't mess with me.
You know what I'm saying? So
He's pulling his cock out.
I'm speaking to myself.
I
And
don't
I'm
have
sure
enough room in this chair to pull it out, okay, man. I gotta get up.
Oh, damn. All right. No, you just ended me right there. That's ended. I'm done.
Darker was like, new OnlyFans content? Really?
Yeah, I got excited, dude. I was like, Fred, where is it?
Oh, yeah. I'm done. I'm fucking done. You have ended me.
Yo, real quick, I want to give a shout out, and I want to read a couple of these things in the chat. Yo, the chat is absolutely on fire. Thank you so much, guys. I love seeing you guys kind of get in on the topics. And yo, Doggy Dog says, by Mooch's tweet, then we shouldn't count Switch 2. Anything to not be wrong. And yo, the funny thing, Doggy, and you're my boy, and Mooch is my boy, but you are absolutely right. You ever tried to argue with him about Apple? Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Once he makes up his mind, that is pretty much it. Let me get to...
Hey, Bot, here's a quick example. They shouldn't have counted the PlayStation Pro.
Well, people were saying that for last gen as well, the One X and the Pro. Like, why'd they count those when they're definitely different in power and stuff? But
they weren't saying this about the One S back then.
No.
Okay.
No.
So, because it wasn't beating nobody, right? Oh, there you go.
A lot of people bought that S, dude.
Wink, wink, baby.
A lot of people bought that regular S.
And real quick, Delilah HD says, what a take. Did he really say that? Series S is next gen at scale. The asset sizes and resolution is the difference. It's definitely.
Oh, you should read.
A
You
next
definitely
gen
should. You should
Ask
definitely
Mooch
read
about
what she
Stadia.
said.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
Ask Mooch about Stadia.
What'd you say?
Oh shit!
Yeah, go on, speak that truth. Go on, speak that
Ask
truth.
me
Speak
about
that
Stadia.
truth.
Oh,
He's a
wait.
fucking scout.
Oh man, that's messy.
Oh,
That's messy.
Delilah spitting hot fire right now. Oh my goodness, yo.
Oh man.
Shout out to the chat. You guys are absolutely insane.
Woo!
Absolutely love it.
Gone.
Let's see who's next to talk about the Series S. We started with Crispy. Let's go Pred. Pred.
Betrayal.
All right, I get another 20 minutes. Go, Fred. I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm not gonna take that long. Shut the fuck up.
There you go. You wanted some fireworks? Get in there, Fred.
Good shots, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
Here's. Oh my god. Like, why can't Xboxes be successful? Why is that such a hard thing for people to like grasp onto? Like, they always try to find some reason to make it to make these charts and these numbers skew to their favor. Like, I mean, like, everybody knows the Series S has been a successful console since it came out because it's available. Let's start with that. It's not anyone else's fault that Microsoft was able to get.
That's not fair, Predator. It can't be available. It's not fair.
I mean, as a matter of fact, I posted pictures this weekend of fucking 2 Series X's in the store. I've not seen that in ages. They were actually in the store. 2 of them in one place.
Yeah,
I rarely ever see that.
I
shit.
shared that shit.
But like, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't even get this take. It's hard to explain this right now. But like, I mean, like, I don't know. Mooch is Mooch. You know what I'm saying? He's always going to find something to argue about. And like, how are you not going to include this? And like everyone said, like all these other just different iterations of these other consoles get counted. Why can't this one be counted? Because it looks different. I mean, it's definitely a next gen console. It's funny what y'all said about the Stadia because he was capping for that motherfucker when it came
hard.
out.
And I was
Hard.
messing with
Yeah,
him
like
every day.
Yeah, that
he was a
died
fucking pound.
real quick, didn't it?
But I mean, like the Series S is not only a capable console, like it's pulling 4K, it's pulling 120, it's pulling frames per second on some, like it's doing better than some of the PlayStation 4 games are doing when it comes to something, some of those aspects of the games and stuff like that. So like at least not, if not better, at least on par with them. And you got to think the Game Pass thing too, like it helps that out too. Like it's a cheaper console. There's so many different avenues you can take this where there's a reason why that console sells, and people are gravitating to it. And all those, last generation, all those PlayStation guys that jump ship are jumping back on. And like the other aspect of it too, I think he hit on this a minute ago. He was talking about the games for PlayStation. Like y'all said something like about like along the lines of like those bangers sell consoles.
Yeah.
What bangers has PlayStation put out? Like I mean, let's be real. Like
they claim Horizon Forbidden West. They
no
claim
one's
Gran
playing
Turismo
that.
7.
No one played that. No one's playing that. Like I mean, like
I'm
a
pretty
lot
sure
of those
Gran
games are
Turismo has an online player base.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, but it ain't as big as fucking
It's
Forza.
a racing game. All racing games have online.
Y'all just fucking trash Forza Horizon. Forza what's the next Forza coming out? Y'all said it was like a niche game. Motorsport. No one wants to play that. I will.
Yeah.
I mean, like Forza's the king of racers. So like, and I know back in the day, Gran Turismo was a fucking hot topic, but it's not that anymore. And that showed because like
for a while.
It hasn't been that for a while. And so like again, you had Horizon, you had Returnal, you had Ratchet and Clank, you had like those games did not do. I honestly don't think those games did as well as Sony wanted them to do. All of them.
They didn't do gangbusters.
Yeah, they didn't do what I don't think they did the numbers they expected them to do. And again, I think a lot of that was because the consoles weren't available. The games, whether they're short, they're not that good. Pick a reason. Like,
and the games don't last long, Fred. People are still
you got a
playing the
5-hour
Forza
game
and
you're paying $70 for. that's either too hard, Returnal for some people, there's not used to those games, or it's just too short, like Ratchet and Clank, or it's just not fun. You know, it's like there's nothing there. There's no substance to the game. Like again, I know that when God of War comes out, that game is gonna do its job. It's gonna do what it's supposed to do. But all the games that come out this generation for PlayStation 5 are just like, other than Spider-Man, have just not really been. They haven't done the numbers that I think Sony's been expecting them to do. So it's like you want me to spend $70 on the game, and I can go over here and get Game Pass and get games day and date. I can get this fucking console that's cheaper. I can play games I want to play. I can play them on PC if I really want to. Like, I mean, I think the marketing, and then here's the other killer too. Like, Sony has always kind of like sold consoles based off of, you know, their third party, you know, engagements, right? Like Call of Duty comes out, they make a console. We haven't seen a custom console from Sony this whole generation. And Microsoft has at least had one. No, we haven't seen it.
No,
I mean, like
I'm
right
saying
now,
maybe
that might be, yeah. But like as of right
And
now,
it is a
today's
rumor,
date,
but who knows?
yeah, as of today's date, we've not seen one at all. And I know that's what their bread and butter used to be. They sell console, Spider-Man console. They haven't done that. I think they did Spider-Man PlayStation 5. They didn't do
slap that white
we've got
spider decal on a red PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
No.
Microsoft
Like-
got Gucci and gold consoles out there. I'm like,
how many custom consoles, even controllers? I don't want to go there, but like how many custom consoles? We go custom consoles. How many consoles did Microsoft come out? At least 2. And I'm not even
Oh,
talking about the
more than
Series
that.
S, the Series X. We've got at least
You mean
one.
to the public, or do you mean like
to the
in
public. I
general?
won't do the we got 5 of them. We've had at least one. The Halo
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
And the Series S's, we've had a few, I believe. I think they had a Forza one. Correct me if I'm wrong, for the public.
I don't think it was like aesthetically, but like they had like bundles. Man.
The blue console.
Yeah.
It was just a blue with stripes on it.
No,
And then
we're talking
they
Series
had-
S stuff.
Series S. Yeah, Series S.
I don't think
I
they
don't
made
know.
one for that.
I don't think they
didn't
made
make
one yet.
No,
Yeah, I don't think they made one yet either.
They make one for the main Forza Motorsports, though. They always do motorsports. Always.
The Halo one, when it came out, sold like crazy.
Didn't it?
And it sold out like immediately. Like whatever Microsoft is doing for marketing to kind of keep, like, you know, just keep people coming back to it, you know, to the console, whether it's, and again, they've done all these sales without any games. Like they haven't really had anything out like, with this console. Like I still don't think we've even utilized the power of the fucking system yet. But like they've done this without anything. Like they just, here's some games, here's Game Pass, and that's it. And so like, how are you not gonna include the Series S, which is the main selling console out there right now? Even if you put those numbers together against just the Series S alone, it has done well against all the competition that's out there right now, just that one console. But you don't want to count that, right? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense that he would even say something like that. It's a dumbass take.
Yo, Pred, on the business side of things. Now I know they couldn't predict a pandemic or anything like that, but on the business side of things, wasn't this a genius idea to start the generation with these 2 SKUs?
Yeah, I mean, especially now in hindsight, yeah, of course it was. But it's almost like they knew there was a chip shortage coming. You know, like
Everybody
and they knew that
the part. I remember that.
You better watch out.
It's
You say
almost
that,
like-
people are gonna be like insider trading.
it's almost like they knew that like there's a chip shortage coming. They knew that consumers wanted options when it comes to purchasing consoles. You know, and I almost think that the all digital series, the One S was like a test. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's see if people are actually
The
interested.
sad edition.
Let's see if people are actually interested because it
You
wasn't
know,
out long. If you think
People
about
actually bought it. That's what
people
shocked.
actually bought it. Yeah, it wasn't out very long, and they were like, "Huh, we can probably do this." And then when the Series X and S came out, you know, like it's almost like they tested the market, and they realized that this was a possible thing, and then they came out and they said, "Let's just do it." You know, and again, you had to think about this. The research and development, the time that it went to even put in to do that in the first place, like they knew well before, well before they were releasing these consoles that they were going to do that. And I think it surprised Sony. Sony was like, we're just going to take the disc out. Because you know what Sony did? They did exactly what Microsoft did with the One S and the One X. They did basically the same thing. They had the console and they just took the disc drive out, right? That's what Microsoft did. If you think about it, they had the One X and they said, let's just take the disc drive out and sell it that way. And that's exactly what fucking Sony did. And it's like, and it didn't work for Sony. Like it was a new gen console, and again the chip shortage. Like they didn't plan for that, but like it's not our fault that Sony didn't prepare for real world shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's on them. Microsoft prepared for it, and they planned for it in advance, and that's why this console is selling like it is. So you can't not include it in console sales because it's a console and it's selling.
Well, we can't include it. We can't include it because it totally destroys the narratives out there that are trying to be built up against Xbox. That's exactly what it is. We got to cross them out. It is not a next gen console because people are angry. Because people are angry, bro. That's what it is.
Does it have quick resume? Does it have a better graphical fidelity, graphic card in the inside? Does it have a better chipset on the inside?
Yes.
Does it have expandable memory on the back?
Yes.
Does it do HDR?
Yes.
Okay, it's a next gen console. Leave it alone.
Oh. Well, Sir X-Man, what do you think about this whole thing? Now, first off, again,
I just answered it. I'm done. Move on. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna argue.
I put everything in one Excel, baby. Let's go.
I'm not gonna argue. Let's get K Mega in on this. I don't know.
Shit! I got an hour now.
I don't know. I think he might want to get in on this situation here because K Mega, he's got to believe that the Series S is definitely not a next gen console, right, K Mega?
You are fake news.
Are you about to audition for Fox, bro?
I was thinking about it. All I gotta do is just say some crazy shit and say I support guns.
Right?
So anyway,
I support guns. Oh man.
So yeah. But anyway,
he's pulling his cock out.
But let's get to it.
That'll also help to get into Fox, by the way. Doing that.
Really?
Yeah, it will.
All right. So okay. This again, a narrative that really doesn't make any sense. Because none of these PlayStation
Yo, Megan, are you away from your mic, bro?
No. Can you hear me now?
No, it sounds like you got a cock in your mouth.
Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Wow. He's just like
low.
So silent.
Even for you, that was low, bro.
He probably did. He's like, man, fuck you.
He's trying to find the. You're still a piece of garbage.
Execute Order 66.
Let me pull this cock out of my mouth real quick.
Okay, so.
Busted.
It was some beard. Got caught. Amber Heard. Let's see.
No.
But no, okay. So these crazy ass narratives, right? Like, I mean, it's crazy. None of these stands were talking about the PlayStation Slim when that was the one and also the best selling PlayStation last gen. It wasn't the Pro. And the regular PlayStation 4 was selling well, but when the Slim dropped, it was over. One thing Xbox did, Xbox, and that just comes to show. It's like what I've said before. Like, casual consumers aren't loyal to any fanboy war. They just want to. They care about their wallets. They care about their pocket. So, what kind of value is PlayStation going to offer me in order for me to reinvest into PlayStation? Going into this generation? Well, you got a $400 console without a disc, and you have a $500 console, and you got $70 games. That compared to a $300 console, you got a $500 console, and then you also have this service called Game Pass. And with it, including with Game Pass, the games that will come out that you do know of so far is Forza, Halo, Gears. You know that those games are going to be there. Maybe because you skipped the Xbox One generation and was in the PlayStation 4 generation, you haven't played those old games. It's kind of just like a reverse of what happened last gen, because there was a lot of 360 gamers that did not play The Last of Us, and so that's why those remasters was popping out over and over and over again. So don't be surprised if you don't see a Marcus Phoenix collection or maybe a Fable collection coming out to before these games drop to get people reinvested into the Xbox brand this generation, because this is going to be a longer generation, in my opinion. So listen, it was the smartest decision, and it's no different than what Sony does when they looked at what Xbox was doing with achievements, and they added trophies. They from just the online factor, the party chats, all of that. If you see your competition's doing something that's gravitating the base and the masses, then why not go ahead and do that? So now Xbox is playing.
They revamped PlayStation Plus.
Right, exactly, because now they know they're in a pickle, because the same thing that they were driving, because they were hungry and thirsty and didn't want their ass kicked by the 360 again, regardless of how many PlayStation 3s were out there in the wild. Man, the PlayStation community abandoned that damn console like those developers abandoned that game. It's out of here, Jack. It's gone. So listen, man. I mean,
no, you didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, they abandoned it. It's gone. It's over. But
are you feeling a little hurt right now, Dark? Are you?
I'm all up in my feels right now, dude.
So I mean, listen. PlayStation's just going to have to work harder. And I've said this, and I said last week on GRG, iRock was in there, and the guy from IGN, and he was like, "Hey, you standing with your chest out that you feel that Xbox is going to overtake PlayStation this generation." I do. Everything. Listen, if all that Xbox has to do is make a pro version, they don't have to make a pro version of the Xbox Series X. All they got to do is make a pro version of the Xbox Series S, and they solid. They could have 3 SKUs, one for an entry level gamer, another one for the mid tier, and then you got the Series X. They don't have to make a pro, but PlayStation's going to have to make a pro. They're going to have to, and it's not. I mean, it's a crazy situation with what's going on. But Sony, listen, these guys make billions and billions and millions and billions of dollars, right? You don't mean it. You mean there can be anybody that can tell them, look, man, we're having a chip shortage. You better go ahead and buy as many as you possibly can. Because it's mighty funny. Xbox, or I should say Microsoft ain't bullshitting. They over here, they gave the bag. While Sony's over here, while Sony's giving the bag to keep games exclusive for 2 years, Xbox is like, yo, let's give these people the bag so we can have consoles out here flowing so that people can see that there's consoles going to be available for them to play.
Shit,
and Sony could have done the same thing. I don't want to hear about, because listen, if you got enough money to keep games off of other consoles, then you got enough money to add to that chip shortage. Period. So listen, to the fan base, the Stan fan base always have different narratives. They sound more crazier than anything. Pretty soon they're going to say, so, listen, I don't know, because the people that give them likes, the people that support that shit, they're just as goofy. I mean, real talk. Maybe people like the train wrecks, and because I know that people like watching reality shows and shit like that. But I mean, this is, it's turned bad. Like the other day when I brought up the situation about the DRM, and I posted it in a weird way to see if PlayStation stands would support that post, and they did. And I'm like, okay, so you support this part of DRM that's for PlayStation, but you didn't support the DRM for the from when it was first being announced for the Xbox One. It's different. No, it's not, because everything has DRM.
I was told PlayStation's DRM is better.
Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, it is what it is. So I mean, listen, man, there's so many excuses. this is just going to be a wake up call. This was a wake up call for Microsoft. Microsoft was on their last leg. Sony was trying to give them the knockout blow, but as once was said, they had the opportunity, and they was going for the death blow. They were going for it because if they got Ghostwire Tokyo, if they got Starfield, if they had all the game, the Final Fantasy VII, all those games that they had for exclusive rights for a year or two. Yeah.
We don't care about Final Fantasy VII no more.
We do. I do.
Yeah,
so I'm just saying.
Speak for yourself on that one. Bro.
Speak for yourself on that one. And watch when Xbox announced that game is going to be dropping. Resident Evil, Final Fantasy VII remake. And if they say that game is going to be on Game Pass, watch, everybody's going to care.
Oh, that's different
story. It's on Game Pass. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. So okay. Anyway, of course. Yeah,
but I was gonna buy it day one, but you know what I'm saying. But this took too long.
It is what it is. But my last point on this is that people at this point, you either like the bullshit or you don't. That's where we at now. There could be some gamers that's popping up that's new, maybe jumping into the scene, the social media scene, and they want to get their information from a certain source, and then they find out that it's not. And once they find out that they've constantly been wrong or they've lied, then you would think that person would like, well, I'm not listening to them anymore. But if they still continue to go there just to listen to that rhetoric, then it's not a them problem. It's a you problem. You like that dumb shit. You like to be fooled. You like to be lied to, and that's exactly what's happening. I mean, it's no different than anybody that like when I'm a very optimistic person, but then there was a point that had to come. Like, man, Xbox ain't gonna get out of this hole. Xbox just got to fight for its damn life. It was on his R. Kelly. So PlayStation was over. I said that in videos. It's over. PlayStation won. They dominated the gen. There's no way Xbox is coming back. Now Xbox is going to have to try to fight for pride and get ready for the next gen. No, it's already over. Blah blah blah. And obviously, there's people out here that don't know gaming history. All you and even when you just come into this space from the Xbox One, PlayStation 4 era, all you had to do was just look at the situation with Nintendo. There was even people out there believing that Nintendo was going to become like Sega, third party. They were done, finito, Titans, and they came out with a hybrid console, $300. It's nowhere near It's nowhere near comparable to these consoles that's out now.
No, the Wii brought Nintendo back.
It is the number one selling console, and it's going to outsell the PlayStation 4. Think about that for a second. People don't care about the power narrative. People get out there and go fight at damn Black Friday for fucking bullshit ass 4K televisions that don't even do true HDR. So what you think the people going to see? I get this console plays the games that I want to play. That's all I care about. The people like us that really pays attention to that, then we care about those things. There's always different levels to this. There's some people that want the best things in their car to be tricked out to look the best, always clean. And then there's somebody that's like, man, shit, I just want some wheels to get me from here to there. I'll wash it maybe twice a year. You see what I'm saying? So like it's just how that person feels. But they may be really big on appliances or music or anything. So this is the way to success. To try to solidify the market share is to get out there and have the entry consoles available, because that's what moves the needle. Not these first party game talks, it does, but when it comes down to it, like you were saying earlier, Xbox quote unquote don't got no games, and then they're outselling the console that is having games that's been provided, and on top of that, there's sequels. And if Xbox still wins the indie, the MPD, which, I don't give a fuck about that. But if they win during Black Friday and like drop the S to like 250 and God of War is out, and it's gonna be some crazy shit. So I will be watching Twitter for that. But Other than that, man, that's all I gotta say, man. It's crazy.
Yo, brother, you know what's funny with the whole Xbox has no games kind of like narrative that they're pushing? Because they're talking about first party games, right?
Yeah.
First party. When you look at this year, Sony has dropped 2 first party games. 2. And there's only one other one that doesn't have a release date yet, but is slotted to come out. So, they're talking about 3 games as a whole. And if I remember correctly, I know God of War was delayed. Were the other 2 delayed as well? Because Sony loves to delay their games and kind of like bunch them up, and
What
then
games?
release
What games
them
you talking about?
one after the other. Given
What games are you talking about?
Horizon Forbidden West.
Oh yeah, every game.
Yeah,
every
Horizon
first-party
was-
game
Gran
was
Turismo
delayed.
7
Yes, all of them been delayed.
and God of War.
Yes, all of this will be if this God of War got 2 delays.
Wow.
So the 3 games that came out this year were delayed games from previous years.
From last
And
year.
we're not sure that I'm assuming now that Final Fantasy 16 is not coming, that God of War is going to come. They're going to have at least 2 more titles or 1 more first party IP to drop this year. And I said they had to do it by no later than the end of September or the early part of October. And so that's a good space for God of War Ragnarok. But yeah, no, but we still ain't got a date or anything official yet.
Yo, Pantheon, where are you
One
getting
thing about-
5 games from? They did not release 5 first party titles. They released 2 already. With
Talking
He
about
might
this
be
whole
thinking-
generation?
he might
Is
be
he talking about this
thinking
whole
of,
generation? Or
no,
no?
he's talking about this-
Yeah, because that must
Ratchet
be a
and
whole
Clank.
generation because
Ratchet and
the
Clank,
they
Forbidden
didn't.
West.
Hold on, did
Sifu was
Returnal-
not.
did Returnal drop this
Sifu.
Returnal counts.
But
Yeah.
that's
No,
second party.
Returnal came
last
out last year.
That's second party though. Anyway, that's not
Returnal.
No,
Returnal
Returnal's
only.
first party.
Returnal only is only second party because they didn't own Sawhawk's Mark at the
I'm
time.
I'm not counting
so
that.
it
That's
was a
first
second
party
party
now.
deal.
Yeah,
That-
it was a
that's
second
that-
party
that's that-
deal at the time.
That's that staying nitpicking. I'm not doing that. That Sony owns them. That's a first party. But that came out last year.
Yeah, they own them now. They didn't
I
own them
think that-
before.
I think that they're thinking me of Sifu, but Sifu is not a
No, Sifu.
exclusive.
Sifu is not an exclusive, and Sifu wasn't made specifically for the PlayStation. It was made. They kind of like bought it. They actually it was made for PC, to be honest. But then they were like, well, let's put it on PlayStation.
Yeah,
It was a good
I mean,
idea. You know what I'm saying?
can't
when it
think
came
of-
down
I
to
can't-
it, but
yeah, I can't
only
think of
2
any
first party
first-party
titles have dropped this year. So I don't know why everybody's trying to claim like that, like Sony has just pumped out all these first party exclusives because you've gotten 2.
And here's one thing that's facts about that: people are still playing our first party games.
That is very true. I mean, well, some people are still playing Returnal, but for the most
that
part,
game's got
yeah.
a lot of legs, actually. Yeah.
For the most part, yeah.
PC hit too. A lot of people.
Oh,
on
it's gonna
PC
be
is
on
gonna
PC
have-
soon. So.
I think some
Well, I
people
know,
are still
but it's
playing
not
Gran
like
Turismo as well, but not as much as you would think.
Well, I mean, like all you gotta do is do what everybody else does: pull those numbers from, like from Twitch and see who's playing them on streams.
I had to
You'll
put
see.
Naked HD Fun in timeout. They made it over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's crazy
God.
when they go there. Yeah. So I
That shit
wonder
pop
who
up
those are.
everywhere.
But well, Dark, since you're chiming in, let's get you in on this as well, man, because first off, something that for some rhyme or reason people out there thought wouldn't happen. The Xbox is selling well. All right, it's selling well regardless what anybody says, but people are angry about the Series S. The Series S shouldn't be counted because it's not as powerful, bro. What do you think about this narrative, man, that's going out there right now, and the anger, the absolute anger towards this little machine, brother?
Fuck Xbox. PlayStation's the best. Are the ponies gone yet? No.
Oh, man, kick his ass out of here for that slander.
Honestly, man, it's so stupid when people get mad about this shit. It's so dumb.
Well, dude,
honestly,
you've had
I
experience
don't
with the
fucking
Series S
stand
as
it.
well, so
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I thought the Series S is a great console. It's so great. I was like, my sister couldn't afford to get my nephew one, so I was like, hey, I'll send you mine, man, and then I'll just go and get a Series X, because I was able to get one.
Hey, Dark, did you like the way the Series S just fit anywhere perfectly?
Yeah, it was pretty sweet, man. I mean, it was such a small, and honestly, it was pretty heavy too. Like, I was surprised at how
You could knock somebody
beefy
out
it
with that thing.
was.
It's heavier
Literally,
than
dude.
it's
It's a
heavier than the
fucking
X,
brick.
dude.
It's literally a fucking brick, man. And I was
Like a
like,
fucking
Jesus.
cinder block, man.
I was shocked
It
how
really
heavy that
is.
thing was.
It really is, dude. It's crazy. But and that's the thing. Like, it doesn't pop out fucking 540p games.
But it's our system is quiet.
God damn it, dude. Why? Why is that even a fucking narrative, dude? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense.
Do you want to know where they got that number?
Yeah, I want to know where they get that.
There are games that use dynamic resolution, so this way they keep their games at 60 frames per second. So on heavier kind of like loads,
which PlayStation does as well.
All right, so some of these games, occasionally, and this is according to like Digital Foundry stuff like that. They a couple games went down to like 540p. So they take that one instance where
At
it
a
dropped
moment,
down, huh?
In like what for one
like
frame?
a second.
But what game were they playing?
For like one frame? For one fucking frame? Are you fucking kidding me?
They say
Oh my god! Oh my god, dude!
What game was it?
See, I don't watch Digital Foundry. I don't like their fucking content. I think they're fucking annoying as shit. I think I honestly, personally think that this is the dumbest fucking argument in my entire fucking life. It's so
don't like
fucking
Richard
stupid.
Ledbetter?
It
You
makes
don't like
it.
him?
No, I don't fucking like him. I fucking I could care less. I mean, I'm not even say what I want to really say.
But he's British and he has that accent, you know.
I could give two fucks. Okay, it's fucking crazy, man. These people are fucking nuts, man. I don't get it. I will never get it because I love gaming. I don't care about the consoles, to be honest. Like, I could give two shits what I have in my fucking in my stand. It doesn't fucking matter to me. What matters to me is what's coming down the pipeline for games. And honestly, at this point, I don't really get excited for any of these they're showing. Like, honestly, I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, I thought the show for PlayStation was really good, but honestly, no fucking release dates on any of these fucking games. I was like, shit, dude, like, what the fuck, man? Like, give me release dates for Christ's sakes. I know for sure Xbox is gonna have some release dates for their show, so I know I'm pretty excited for their show. I always get excited for their show because I know they're gonna show me release dates, even if they're indie games. I don't care, man. I played Death's Door, like that. That's a fucking fantastic fucking indie game. There's a lot of good games that come to the Xbox first, and then they go to PlayStation or whatever. But of course, people were dogging Death's Door when that came out. And I saw it on Twitter. I was like, "What the fuck is the matter with these people? Like, did you play the game? Because you clearly didn't play the fucking game. Because if you did, you wouldn't be saying this shit." It's just, it boggles my mind, man. I don't get this whole fucking narrative, dude. You know me, man. I don't understand that shit, dude. Like, I get it. Like, I get it to the fact that it's funny because you wanna dog on people and stuff like that. Like, I get that part of it, but some of these dudes are actually serious about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these dudes are actually serious, and I'm like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, to be honest, and it just. It makes no sense. I mean, Xbox is doing fantastic. I think the PlayStation is doing good as well. I think both consoles are doing really good. Like I said this generation is going to be fucking fire because we're going to have so many fucking games. We're not even going to be. Honestly, I think eventually, towards the middle of this generation, which is coming up quick, people. I mean, people are still going to be arguing, but the majority of I think people that are on Twitter right now probably will be out there playing their fucking games and posting them up on Twitter and stuff. I think I really hope that that's the case, but you never know. It's the fucking internet. People are fucking crazy. But
I love that weapon.
It's
Oh, the
just
staff.
Yes,
I
I
think-
love that weapon.
shut up, Sir X-Man. You had your
Fight
fucking
me.
time,
It's Sir Grandpa.
Fight
Get it right,
me.
man.
Sir Grandpa.
Fight that a bitch.
OG.
But it's just
Double OG.
what's really interesting is that Xbox has been doing it not just 1 month, but for multiple months they've been doing that.
Yeah, at
where
least
they've been
in the
outselling.
United States, definitely. And the funny thing
Yeah.
is, a few DMs I'm in, every time that comes up, because there are people that claim to be interested in sales, and I'm like, yo, look at this, and they're like, well, that's not globally, that's not globally, and I'm like, well, dude, they're selling a lot in.
Who gives a fuck about globally? Jesus fucking Christ, dude! We live in the fucking United States. How many people?
That? USA.
I mean,
USA.
honestly, I think
This region
for the
spends the most money on
exactly
games.
America.
Exactly. America spends the most money on fucking electronics like that. We just do. And then it goes like, I think even Japan is very up there too with that stuff. And look at the fucking consoles selling in Japan too. Because you know why?
Series S.
Because you know why? The Series S, and I hate to say it. Well, no, I don't really hate to say it because that fucking PlayStation 5 is so goddamn fucking big that they can't probably put it in their fucking.
Dark. That is the coffee table without legs, bro.
You did. I was like, at first I was like, but the guy's small, so maybe it's. I was trying, man. Okay, I was trying to believe. I was trying to believe, man.
Mark Cerny wouldn't do this to us.
He wouldn't do this, man. But and it came out, and I was like, Jesus Christ, this thing's big. I was like, I wonder how Japan's gonna really react to it. I mean, of course, Japan has been buying PlayStation 5s. They've been buying, and I think across the board, each console is selling really well, to be honest, when they're available. Like especially the PlayStation 5, when it's available, it's selling really well. And then when the Xbox Series X and S are available, they're selling really well. It's like it's a good time to be a fucking gamer, man, to be honest. Like really good time. And it's gonna even be better next year. Like this year I felt like it was kind of like hit. I kind of figured it was going to happen where they were going to kind of hit that little bump where it was like, because they kind of had to be out of the office for like a year or so. Like they were, I mean, yeah, some games got out, some games were able to come out, but I think, they were kind of like, well, we need some more polish on some of these games.
Hey, Dark. If the PS4 Pro was bigger. Just imagine how much bigger the PS5 Pro gonna be.
Oh, it's gonna be deep, dude. It's gonna be
huge.
It's gonna be like an air fucking
it's gonna be a
air
full-size
filtration fucking thing. Air filtration fucking thing. It's just I think
it'll still be loud.
it honestly, mine's really not loud, to be honest.
Really?
I mean, the digital version is not loud. I know the disc version is. But yeah, I think it's just we're in this time where people are just like they're bored, man. That's what it is. They're fucking bored. They got no fucking games to play right now because nothing's really coming out. I mean, yeah, we just got Sniper Elite 5. Thank fucking God. We finally got something
outside
there.
and play if you're bored.
Yeah, I know.
Game Pass. They got was it Corvus coming to Game Pass on the 7th?
Chorus.
I am happy right now.
I mean, gamer, you see, you're happy, but a lot of these people aren't fucking happy, dude. For some fucking reason, I don't know. Maybe they're getting catfished on fucking Twitter, or they're fucking.
I'm waiting for that tennis to come out the Game Pass. Definitely,
I'm telling you, like I'm having a blast, dude. I'm having a blast with all my stuff, except for I haven't really had time to hook up my Series X, which hopefully this weekend I'll be able to.
Wow, he doesn't have enough time to hook up what 2 wires?
I've been out of my home for a while, so I'm not at home. I'm fucking in a
Mafia
hotel.
after you again, bro.
Did
Yeah,
you get evicted?
No. Just been working. So that's why I was like, that's why I was like, I'm gonna.
Wait a minute,
gonna
a hotel? Isn't that where they do pornos?
Well, that's why. Oh, jeez. That's why I bought a Switch OLED because I was like, oh, I'm gonna be on the road most of the time a lot more. So I figured I'd just buy a Switch OLED. I know people are like, you should have bought a Steam Deck, and I'm all like, yeah, if I can fucking get one, like, like,
I got one.
like,
You
like
could've
I'll just
played
wait until it's ready,
xCloud, bro.
But that's the thing for me. Dude, I don't want to fucking play on my goddamn motherfucking phone, dude. I don't
It's
care even
fun.
if PlayStation
I love
does
it.
it.
Yo, Sir X,
I don't care
he will
what they
market
do.
and promote cloud gaming on the phone constantly, bro.
I am a console.
Bro, it's
I
better
am a
than Stadia.
console. I am a console only gamer. I will never get Stadia. I will never get
But when you
fucking
take the
cloud.
Switch with you,
I
it's
will
like a
no.
handheld,
Listen to me.
man.
Listen to me. I will never do any of those fucking
We've been
things that
listening to you
you're
for like
saying
15
right
minutes now. Wrap this shit up.
now. So you shut your mouth, Pred. Give Daddy his fucking videos,
I
goddammit.
think Dark's been missing this, man. I think Dark's been missing this.
But yeah, I mean, in closing statement, I just think that it's completely ridiculous. I think the Xbox is in a good shape right now, and I can't wait to see what their games are going to be on June 12th. I know they're going to show us something, dude. To be honest, I honestly, I really feel that they're going to show us something. And they're going to be like, it's coming out in September or October or something like that.
I feel like I just watched the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Wow.
Oh,
You saw somebody
jeez.
shit on a bed? Is that what you're trying to say? Who did that?
Who's Johnny Depp and who's Amber? Or am I both? Am I both? I'm both, aren't I?
Yeah, you're arguing with yourself.
I'm arguing with myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hate all of you. With a passion.
Love you too, buddy.
If you guys got hit by a car tomorrow, I wouldn't fucking bat an eye.
That's the worst.
That's like the most realistic. That is like the most realistic fucking shit noise that I've ever heard, dude. To be honest.
That is what they call
Get some PTSD, people.
I'm having Vietnam flashbacks.
You weren't old enough for Vietnam. What are you talking about?
My dad was, so fuck you.
He passed
Well,
out flashbacks.
how do you have a flashback? That's your dad's flashback.
They're hand-me-down flashbacks.
Whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All right.
Thanks,
Memory
Bot.
transfer.
Thanks.
Memory transfer.
You he's got my back. You guys don't got my back. He's got my back.
You know I have an
he got your butt. That's what he got.
Whoa. No, just no.
Whoa.
Sir X Man, no.
Dude, we're gonna have to get a spray bottle for Sir X
Dude,
Man.
I will send him a case of toilet paper. I will send him a case of toilet paper and some Pepto-Bismol to help him out.
X Man, I will rub your nose in it. I swear.
That's just wrong, dude.
You're disgusting. I'm going to kill you. Give me $200.
$200.
Oh my God.
Yo,
man, if
hey,
I
Megan,
hear-
you remember when you started with that one with me? I'm just gonna tell people.
I should go say,
catch me outside. How about that? Give me $200.
Man, listen. You keep on saying stuff about ass. You're gonna get this. You're gonna get this work.
Bro, you started it with that damn thing. That's your fault.
Did he? I feel like you started it, Sir X Man.
No, Kim Megan started it. I didn't have a dribble drop. You did.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Drop, bro.
I don't know.
what the fuck?
I don't know, Sir X Man. I don't know, man.
This
I think he's only doing it because
I'm surprised anybody else is still watching.
It's over, man.
Hey,
This
almost 60 people are still watching, so we're good.
We had 71 earlier.
You people are magical.
Oh man!
I remember when
People
Bob
do
was in
not
like
want to be in
100.
an Xbox Live party with us. It's worse.
Yeah, see, Bot used to be in the 100, so I don't know what happened.
I used to as well. It's competition. Shit, you got too many people out here now. Yeah,
I brought a guy named Dark Optimus onto the show, and
That's so true,
that
dude.
did it.
That was your biggest mistake, bro. That was your biggest fucking mistake, man.
But you notice we
Should've never
converted.
brought me out.
We all converted him to an Xbox guy though. He's an Xbox guy now.
And then he brought Sir X-Man, and then you know how that
I didn't really bring Sir X-Man. He
kind of just came in. He just bullied his way in.
Yeah,
That's
he's
all
a
about
bully.
right.
Sir
That sounds
X-Man is a
about right.
bully. But
I'm too old to be a bully. We
Grandpa
got-
bully.
Grandpa bully.
I
we
can't
gonna
stand
call
y'all.
him Sir Purge.
Oh,
I'm like a 14-year-old, but my boobs are
I knew that was
huge.
gonna pop up sometime.
Isn't that his favorite too?
That's his favorite. That's his
love that
favorite.
That's so cute.
So cute.
But guys, on that note, that's pretty much it for now. We are getting close to 11 o'clock. We have been around, for going on 8, 9, 10, 11, 3 hours. 3 hours now. If you
Not
like
bad.
the show, definitely hit that thumbs up button. Again, share the show out. Let people know that we are live here every Thursday, 8 p.m. But like a 40-year-old with a comb over, it is time to get those plugs in. And I am going to start with the man who has been there from the beginning. Sir X-Man, it is your outro. What do you want them, what do you want them to know about, bro?
I thought Kid Mega was here from the beginning.
No, you said you're from the beginning.
From
Like
the beginning of gaming.
time.
See, you got to be more defined in how you phrase things.
That is
You
true.
told me
I'll work on it.
Something's in my ass.
I'm waiting for that to get over. So, you can find me on Twitch at Sir X-Man1, and I gotta say something. Me and my buddy was playing Midnight Club, and I was streaming it. Midnight Club has HDR built in now. LA. I was surprised. Yes. I was like shocked, and man, the game runs so much smoother on the Xbox One X. But other than that, y'all know where. Oh yeah, dude, it was up there.
He's like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah. I didn't even need a pill. But
Welcome to.
Oh shit.
But yeah, y'all can find me on Twitter at Sir X-Man and on Xbox. Other than that, and tomorrow on GRG, it's gonna be interesting. Y'all have a good one. Go gaming and have fun.
No.
I'm so stupid. I'm rocking Jakara right now. So
no.
Oh my god.
God.
Let's go to Dark Optimus. Dark, it was awesome having you on again, as always, man. You are
Was it
part of the
really?
family. Yeah, no, it was.
Really?
It was.
Was it?
He brought out the absolute worst in everybody, and I appreciate that. Dark, what you got for an outro, brother?
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I like that.
That was
Great.
perfect timing too.
Yeah, man, you guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. And as always, well, no, not anymore.
You're gonna say.
I was gonna say, as always, you guys can find me here, but no, that's not so true anymore.
No,
but
he hates us.
it's not true, dude. If I hated you guys, would I come back? No, it wouldn't even happen.
He said if we got.
Oh yeah, you would.
You're my brother.
You love harassing us.
Love you guys.
You got to get your harassment in. You'll be back.
Plus, I come on here because I'm like, Pred hasn't done fucking OnlyFans videos in a long time, and Daddy needs his fix.
Yeah, dude, you were advancing towards Sir X-Man. Pred, you gotta like get some content out, bro.
Hey, you gotta get some content now, man. Come on.
man. All right, I got you. All right, boo, I got you. Daddy's gonna step it up for you.
Why do I do this to myself? Why? Why? Oh Lord!
All right,
Dad's get the hot fire for you.
Oh man.
Let's get to Predator next. Pred, it was fun. Absolutely had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun tonight doing this show, man. What do you got for an outro, man? Are you gonna be anywhere different this coming week? What's going on?
No, I mean, like the last couple of weeks have been like crazy busy. It's like I've been out of town and work's been driving me crazy. I was late today. I fell asleep last week. You know what I'm saying? So, I got some content going from Dark. You know, it's a new month. You know, it's a new dick.
Yeah.
For this moment that he knew.
You know, we got.
Sorry about that.
June 12th.
June
Is that when the show is?
June 12th.
Yep.
So yeah, I won't be at the fucking the bullshit show that Xbox gonna do, or like the live reaction.
After
Because
show at K-Mag.
I'll be at the after show for that. So like for sure. But like you know, I'm sure. I think next week should probably be prediction week, right?
Yep.
We typically do the week prior. So speaking of dicks, OnlyFans videos coming out this for Dark next week, and
yes,
and that's it, man. I mean, I've been busy at work, and I actually have been gaming. I actually was gonna do some gameplay this week, but my hard drive is fucked up again. So, but I will have some gameplay.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
Oh my god. That's fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Oh no.
That is so fucked up.
Oh man.
Oh man.
I had some Trek the Yumi gameplay, and then someone used gameplay last week in the show. I was like, well, I'm not gonna do that again. So like, I mean, I was like, fuck it, I'll do some other shit. But I got some other gameplay. Don't worry about it, kid. Nigga. Fuck you, bitch.
That's it. I'm gonna kick your ass. Then I'm gonna reenact kicking your ass. I'm not messing around. I have proven I can kick your ass.
Hope your balls shrivel up and suck themselves inside you.
They're gonna reenact kicking your ass. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Great.
Oh shit.
Yo, Crispy.
How am I supposed to follow up that?
I don't know, man. Like, this dude's soundboard crazy right now.
I promise, guys, I won't be going crazy. I just want to let people know it's just
That
one
was
of those
funny.
weeks.
Why you always lie?
Just no more stomach bubbles, please. No more stomach bubbles.
You don't know what I'm gonna play on the way out of here. All right.
Oh no. Oh, this whole day was freaking awesome, dude. Like, that's what being a gay dude. I've had people argue with me. We end up laughing by the end of it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is fucking stupid. What are we talking about here? You know, at Chris and Bob on Twitter, Chris and Bob 28 Xbox Live. You can find me at Retro Renegades Tuesday night 7 p.m.
Who's fucking quacking?
I don't know how to feel about that.
I feel like I'm Howard the Duck right now. Like, yeah, let's go.
Oh my god.
We got prime time games 7 p.m. Wednesday nights. And of course, you can find me back here in this crazy ass podcast, the next podcast, 8 p.m. ish, Thursdays, prime time.
That ain't right for him. That is not right for him.
What was Fahim said?
You see
Oh,
what
it'll be on the June 12th show.
You mean closeted Christopher Hart?
No, that's for him.
I think I'm gaining abs right now because of how much I'm laughing. Let's put it that way.
You know, Fahim's Christopher Hart, right? I mean,
no,
like,
he's not.
Everybody knows this.
Christopher Hart, dude.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it is. Dude.
No, Fahim is not Christopher Hart.
More than likely.
He doesn't want to admit
I
it.
just said Fahim is smarter than Christopher Hart.
Dang.
He has his moments, but he's smarter.
I think that was a compliment.
Right, I was like, dang, that's. I mean,
Hey,
you
look
kind
at
of.
Quack at the end. Yo, K
I haven't heard that in
Mega.
a long time.
K Mega.
Yes.
Brother, GRG
Yeah.
going down tomorrow. What's going on?
No GRG tomorrow. I put that. See, Grandpa X. I posted it in the
He
GRG.
doesn't check the DMs, just kind of like mine.
I
briefly saw it, but I
I
figured I was coming here. You gonna tell me?
Yeah, I usually take a break around this time because there's no need to do a prediction now. Most people are going to be doing predictions. There might be some leaks here, leaks there, but on top of that, I always take a break around this time, and then afterwards, I usually take about a 2-week break once everything is died down because the summer is usually real dry. So, but other than that, I have had fun just sitting back and just hitting this damn thing.
Yeah, pretty much. You hit that thing more than you were talking.
I was, and that's awesome. So anyway, so no GRG tomorrow, but we will probably.
That should happen more often.
Be doing some what should happen more often?
Wow, that's fucked up.
You not talking and you doing more soundboarding.
Okay. Anyway, but yeah, if you know what I'm saying, I'm thinking about maybe jumping and playing some games, maybe streaming, maybe some fight night. You might get these hands.
People still play in Fight Night? Wow.
Oh yeah,
surprising.
I mean, this should be no surprising.
I mean, I'm still surprised GRG is still on, but
it's barely holding on by a thread, but because you said
it's holding by pubic hair.
Yeah,
pretty much. All right.
But you know what I'm saying. But you know, unlike you, I do get this at night. All right.
Oh no! Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh,
dang.
on that note.
All right, we're out of here.
Why?
This just in. Next podcast. Everybody wanted to get this noise right here, so I think it's been. Where's it at? Let me go get it.
No. I didn't say thank you to people yet before I.
Oh no, not that one. She's looking for what I think.
Yeah,
she's
no,
looking
I
for.
think I know what he's looking for. Yo, guys,
Oh
thank you so
my
much for
God.
hanging out with us.
Have a good night.
Support. Yo,
Later.
the show. Yo, definitely share it out. Let people know that we are live every Thursday. And
Hasta
we
la
will see
vista.
you next week.
1.
The next podcast. Have a great night, everybody.
Welcome to the Cutting Sounds.
The voice of Master Chief, Spartan 117. And you're tuned in to next podcast. Now, wake me when you need me.